Greetings, chapter 47 of the Utenslag campaign, and I'm checking my mic levels. It should be recording. OBS is at least saying that I'm saying something, so good for it. uh, in any case, so last time you guys had, you had found a hill giant who was hiding out in an old tower who supposedly knew the location of the den of the hill giants called Grud Haug. And after confronting her and subduing her and trying to generally calm her down, which was no mean feat, you learned that she had been kicked out along with all the other female hill giants from Gruthaug by Chief Goo. Apparently, Chief Goo basically stole all their husbands, and they were all
randy little minx.
Yeah, they were all pretty bummed out about that because now they don't have anybody to abuse anymore. So she's been just kind of wandering the countryside along with all of her. Well, not with they all kind of like went off on their own, but all the other females of Grudhog are apparently in the same boat. So anyway, you guys kind of convinced her that, hey, why don't you take us to Gruthaug, show us the way, and, once we get there, maybe we can liberate your husband. And, she thought that was a great idea. So she kind of pointed the way. This wasn't something you could really do in the airship. Her being a hill giant, she wouldn't even probably fit on the deck, so much less to get airborne. So you kind of said, yeah, well, why don't you take off? We will meet you. Oh, God, I can't even remember what town it was now. It was a kind of a town sort of on the way, a little bit off the route you were actually taking, but it wasn't far. We can look at the map later. But the ship left for there, and you guys, meanwhile, made off on foot with her leading the way. It was a relatively uneventful journey. The biggest problem was the fact that she was so bone stupid that every morning when she woke up, she would forget that who you guys were and what you were doing, and she would attack you, and you'd have to quickly calm her down again. And I think Samuel was.
She starred a movie called 50 First Dates by any chance?
Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, after a while, you kind of got the hang of that, and it didn't turn out to be too big of a problem. But anyway, you got to basically about a mile away from camp, and she had kind of warned you about the layout of the place. It's actually on the Desaran River. Actually, why don't I go ahead and move us to the map, and we can kind of get a bird's eye view of where all this is taking place. So you guys on the map, the old tower was, somewhere around here. And she led you south. I think Belliard was the town where you sent the airship, which is right there. And I think actually Gruthaug itself, I think I can add this to the map now. I made a layer for it here. There you go. So Gruthaug is right there. So it basically was almost due south. So after traveling over some grasslands and through the Somber Hills.
Well, and close to Golden Fields, didn't they get raided by hill giants at one point, or am I thinking a different town?
Nope, that was, that definitely was Golden Fields, and really pretty much the whole territory surrounding has been subject to the hill giants raiding. And apparently they're all doing this to get food for Chief Goo, who's, I guess, basically her main ambition is to become the biggest, fattest hill giant that ever existed. And that will guarantee that the hill giants rise to the top of whatever emerges from the shattering of the Ordning. A very sound and well thought out plan. But anyway, she's got all those husbands that she commandeered, not only to do with what she will was to feed me. So that's been their big ambition, and that's what they've been out doing. But it is actually located on the river itself, and it's kind of on a hill that's made up of a lot of shattered timber. It's almost kind of like built on a great big dam. Not very solid one by what you guys could tell. There were lots of there was a lot of runoff and leaks through all these logs that were piled up. But essentially, that kind of forms the base of this big hill. And atop this hill is a large building structure. Inside which the hill giants are there. And in addition to the hill giants, there are a lot of other various, mainly goblinoid races. They've got a bunch of orcs that are there tending to the livestock. They've got hobgoblins, goblins, bugbears, just dozens and dozens of all these kind of goblinoid races that are also cohabiting with the hill giants. They also have a few other giant kin or giant races, sub races, if you will. There was mentioned an Etten at one point, and in any case, what you guys decided to do, Groot actually scouted ahead in animal form. I believe it was a bird that you flew over there and took a gander about, did some scouting. And I can actually kind of move you to that map so you can kind of see what Groot saw. There's actually two separate maps. One's like an upper level and one's a lower level. The lower level is the one that's kind of at the ground level. Excuse me. The upper level is obviously elevated. So the ground area is a bit more faded out, but it kind of gives you an overall impression of the place. But Groot flew in and was able to fly in through some of the windows and scout around about through the interior. And he got a pretty good grasp of the layout of at least the upstairs area. Chief Goo was in this main big room sitting on an enormous throne that was basically made of a crushed or partially collapsed wagon. Inside this throne room, there are also numerous other giants and goblins. These goblins would actually, presumably so they wouldn't get stepped on, would actually climb up this ladder and use this walkway, which was elevated above the floor to kind of navigate about. There were some wolves that were in some cells in this area. Here was a barracks with some orcs. And there were these holes.
And these like holes, yeah, are like go down to lower levels probably.
Exactly. There seemed to be what sounded and smelled like an enormous pig pen down there. You could hear the squealing of many pigs and grunting noises and this incredibly potent odor which just wafted up and filled the place. I know, Groot, you had kind of looked down there briefly, but you didn't get a really good glimpse of it because it was underground and then in the dark, and you weren't really wanting to linger there. But when you flew out into this side room, which looked to be some sort of a kitchen or something, you found some more goblinoids that were looked like they were getting ready to spit roast a prisoner who was a halfling. And basically cook them alive over this fire. And Groot was having none of that. So he transformed into a giant ape and basically landed right in the middle of these goblins who scattered like quail. I grabbed the halfling under his arm and beat feet off to the north, jumped off the dock, and swam away to safety. So...
Flew away.
Yeah, right. Once you got into the water, then you transformed, I believe, into an eagle, something large enough to carry the halfling, and then you flew your.
And I do believe I looked down into the section. I remember you described pig pens and the under this. I seem to remember you describing it in pretty good detail.
Yeah, well, the prisoner. Once you got the prisoner back.
Oh, that's how.
Yeah, he actually had been. That's where he had been kept, and that's where the prisoners were kept. And along with the pig pen, there were a lot of other chambers in that area. That's where the hill giants actually, where their quarters are, so to speak. Along with the torturer, that's where they take prisoners, and an abattoir to slaughter the pigs or prisoners, I guess, depending on what Chief Goo is hungry for at the moment. So yeah, he described it pretty well. It is a very large open area. with several sections, but it's a cavern. It's not so much of a structure. It's basically this large open area beneath this actual building that's been looks like it was carved out probably by the river itself. Who knows how long ago, and this building was built on top of these caverns. So yeah, while you didn't get a good glimpse of it, you did get this kind of secondhand report by the prisoner, whose name is Roderick. Roderick, we wish Roderick. Roderick Hilltopple. He's a halfling. So in any case, the party is now encamped, like I said, roughly a mile away. And when Groot was making his escape, he definitely kind of flew off in a direction other than he didn't fly directly at the party. He tried to misdirect and mislead and so on and so forth. So while he did hear sounds of pursuit, and they obviously were trying to give chase and everything like that, but they were not able to determine where you guys were. So you weren't discovered. So now it's been probably like an hour and a half or so since Groot returned with the prisoner, and so now you guys are left with the decision on what plan of attack you want to take for this. Moog was very concerned and curious if you'd seen her husband, completely, again, not remembering that, you guys have no idea what the hell her husband looked like. He wasn't wearing a name tag. So, yeah, you unfortunately have no idea which of the many hill giants Groot saw might be that particular one. But, yeah, it is up to you guys, however you guys want to handle this. It's probably, I can't remember the exact time, but I'm going to venture a guess that it's probably mid-afternoon, 2:30, 3 o'clock possibly.
I think we should have tea first.
Moog's up for that.
Of course, he's a halfling.
Oh, well, that's Roderick. You're thinking Roderick.
Oh, Wadwick. Okay.
Yeah, Roderick's he's been kept imprisoned for so long. He's definitely hungry too. He'll take whatever you're willing to feed him in terms of food. But apart from that, what did you guys want to do?
I at least want to talk for an hour so I can get my wild chips back.
Yeah, you can definitely take like the equivalent of a short rest.
Yeah. So I'm interested in scouting the lower level. I don't know.
Like down here, getting in through these water passages somehow, maybe, or
maybe, I don't know. I guess my concern is it's not an overly complex facility.
Right.
And if we went in the front door or the back door, I don't know, then I don't know. I would get 1, 2, 3, 6 hill giants in ogres pounding on us pretty quick.
Right.
Yeah, and they did have a watchtower which was located right here, and that gives a pretty good view. I mean, you guys are kind of at the closest you can get,
and not be seen.
Right, at least as not being identified as a party of humanoids. Well, not to mention Moog approaching, but that there were 4 hobgoblins that were keeping watch in that tower, and they had bows and arrows, and they had also this great big gong that they rang as soon as Groot, made his escape as an ape. That instantly set off an alarm. So they definitely are on alert at the moment.
Well, we want the conch. I didn't see a conch. I don't know what a conch looks like. Is it just like a big seashell?
I would imagine it's a big shell.
Yeah, you could. I would say that you probably would have discussed this at some point with Harshnag before you parted company, but he himself would not have been familiar with how it exactly looked. He never was in sight of one personally, but he had heard of them, only a very little bit. But they would definitely be basically a large shell. A large seashell of some sort.
Yeah.
Does our hill giant friend know how to Like, is there any other entrances, or because there's pits
Yeah,
over here?
underneath. The sea
Yeah,
cave.
she that would be where she lived. She knows that the entrance to the lower chambers would be, apart from the main entrance, through the front doors here, or the front gate, I should say. Well, it's not really a gate. It's just basically it's open, and then there are these curtain. Those red squiggle marks are curtains, kind of separating the different sections. So yeah, the only way to get down from the main level is through this stairway there, or this ladder, I should say, that goes down. But most of the hill giants would enter through a separate cave entrance, which would have been located somewhere in that area. I'll have to double check that other map to see.
Which
Which
area?
I
area?
didn't see anything.
Let me flip you guys.
Like here?
No,
no.
hang on.
Oh.
It's I'm just looking at the other map for reference. It actually, there's a cave entrance. I don't know if you can see my pinging.
No.
Yep.
Where?
It's in the upper right corner.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, up.
So we're right next to the cave.
No,
Oh,
I just have
okay.
your tokens there. You're a mile away. I
Oh.
just didn't know where you were going to be approaching from, and I needed to put you somewhere. So that's where I have you now.
Oh, but that's where the entrance is. Okay.
Right. That is basically a cave entrance that leads essentially directly into the hill giant, where the hill giant corridors are, and then that's basically like a series of caverns and tunnels that leads out then into the larger pigpen area off to the west. That area is what's directly under the main building.
What's like this area? Like, pinging.
That livestock, sheep,
Yeah,
Pay-
exactly.
okay.
This front area here,
pigs.
there are. Hang on, I'm on the wrong map again. Yes, basically this is a wall, a 20-foot high wall that encircles essentially a very large series of pens that have sheep in them, and those sheep are being tended by a tribe of orcs that they recruited
Okay.
from the mountains, and that's what these tents are.
Yeah. Okay.
There was also an outbuilding here, which Groot really didn't get a chance to examine. Moog would know what it is herself, though. I just need to scroll to it here. That's where the smithy is. The Groothaug has a female hobgoblin blacksmith, and she's got 2 goblin assistants. But that's where all of the arms and so forth, or any just general smithing needs are handled.
What is this stuff? Is this like just logs piled up, or what?
Yep, it's basically
It's like
a bunch of logs that have been piled up around the building. Again, it looks like it's an attempt to, because the river has apparently risen since this was built. And so it was, all these logs have been piled up apparently as an attempt to kind of stem back the flow of the river, but there's numerous leaks and streams and rivulets that run through it. And indeed, the caverns beneath, based on what the prisoner told you and Moog can confirm, there's lots of little rivulets of water running through there, like little streams running through the cavern itself. So it's very leaky.
What if we set fire to that stuff?
right.
You could probably try to do that, although a lot of it is submerged or close to the water.
Ah,
That was
okay.
pretty wet.
Yeah, it's wet, and the building itself is made of stone. So
Okay.
while you could certainly set a fire, it wouldn't like burn the place down or anything like that. The wood, though, itself, at least some of it would be. I mean, it's not like it's submerged. I shouldn't say that, but it's like I said, it's very leaky. It's got a lot of water running through it.
Yep.
It's always damp.
Yeah, and the docks themselves are made of wood. Again, kind of very crudely constructed from logs and so forth. But apart from that, the rest of the structure itself is made of stone. The roof is made of wood, though, as well.
Well, did somebody say burn it down?
I
Is that
did.
what I heard?
Fire.
I'm assuming nobody wants to do a direct assault, right? Like, I think that's a bad idea.
Oh, here, I can
personally,
actually
but-
show you guys the picture of Grootog.
Oh,
So that's kind of like an isometric view, if you will,
Mhm.
of
so there's entrances, it looks like, to the lower level, if we can sneak past the orcs with the sheep.
yeah. There are a couple other
Okay,
entrances. Yeah,
Wait
that-
till it's dark and then go in that way.
There's another cave
But
over
there's-
here by the chopped down tree.
Yeah, that's kind of where we are, I think.
no, you aren't anywhere near there. You're a mile away.
Oh, okay.
As I said, I just put you
Yeah, I-
there because I didn't know
Ah,
where else to
right.
put your tokens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Technically, you would be floating in midair if you were positioned there because
Yeah,
the
okay.
elevation's quite a bit higher.
Okay.
So personally, I'd rather do some more reconnoitering to see what's underneath first to make any decisions. But I don't know. I would love to know where the conch is right now. Right? Is
Yeah.
she sitting on it? Is it beneath her rolls of fat? I mean,
So I do have control water. If I could prepare that. If
yeah, but
that might
that's
come
like
in
60 feet.
100 feet a
not-
cube.
Yeah, so you can
Okay.
get 10.
Well-
Yeah. I mean, if the roof is wood, setting that on fire would definitely be a possibility.
Yeah, right.
Right.
That'd get them to come rushing out, wouldn't it?
But then what?
Right? Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I wait. Does anybody have locate object or scry? Or not scry.
I have locate.
Ask your deity stupid questions.
I have locate object, but it's got to be in as long as but it's got to be familiar
Right,
to me.
but you're not.
Okay. Well, then how about ask your deity stupid questions?
I could try that.
Which could be, like, hey, does the fat chick have
Fat chick.
hold the conch? Is it
Chief
what's her
Goo.
name? Chief Goo. Does Goo have the conch? Right. I mean, just simple
Mhm.
questions, yes or no. That would at least tell us
Yeah.
something about.
I'd give it a shot.
I mean, are we in a rush?
Well,
No, I don't
I don't
think so.
So then, to me, I would go reconnoiter again. You can prepare that spell once it's already prepared. We could do that this evening and then talk tonight and then figure out what to do in the morning.
Get a long rush then. Or we're all ready
Yeah.
to go.
I could turn into a pig. Go
That
in
could be
cave.
that could backfire though.
Right.
It could.
Yeah,
it could.
totally.
I will prepare a locate object, and then I will kind of go into.
Well, if you're not familiar with it, I don't know if that
What's
will
that?
work. If you're not, if the
Oh,
rules
yeah,
say you have
right,
to be familiar
okay.
with it, it would.
Well,
But
I can-
the
But I
Ask-
can. Yeah, I can. Appeal to my deity,
appeal to the DM.
my
Ask stupid
angelic
questions,
guide, and see if she answers us or answers me.
E.g., the DM.
Yes.
What spell were you going to use for this?
Oh, to talk to my guide? Nothing. I'm just gonna go into a period of.
That's not a thing. The cleric has a ask
Oh.
my god things.
Okay. Let's see. Where command.
Third or fourth level. It's like guidance or something, or it's how my other character.
Divination. No, it's not.
No.
Well, divination. could
Divination.
actually-
Yeah.
Well, that could work too, but I don't know. It might be limited by distance. I think it's guidance.
No, that's just a magic and an offering put me in contact with a god or god servants. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
Yeah.
Um,
There is a spell that we use that Tim has used in a previous
I
campaign.
think
I
locate
know that I
object,
have it.
or which one are you talking about?
No, it's to go ask your god.
Oh, yeah,
Yes
yeah.
or no questions of your god, whatever that is. We've used it many
No, I know, I
times.
forget what that was though.
Hang on, I'm gonna go open up Hagrid and see what he has. Do spells.
Commune?
Commune. Thank
Commute.
you.
And I'm happy to.
Or commute, either one.
what level is that? I don't have that in my list.
That's a 5th level spell.
Ah, I don't have 5th level spells yet.
Oh, come on.
I thought there was a lower level.
Why
wait,
don't you
wait,
just
wait.
get stronger then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Okay,
Come on, do more stuff.
I'll do like 100
Like
push-ups.
maybe
and I will
maybe
all of
get a
sudden be
conch,
level
which is
9.
what has been basically holding you guys back for levels. That's the next milestone.
Oh, damn it. Can't we
Catch
just slaughter all
22.
these sheep
I'm-
and get
I'm
experience?
happy to polymorph as well and go look around as whatever you want.
You want to tag along together?
Sure. I mean, we did that when we rescued what's his name,
Yes.
the dragon.
The
Yeah.
dragon.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Falgalos is with you too, by the way, but he's in halfling form, so he's getting along really well with Roderick.
Wadwick.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, Wadwick. We knew him well.
So yeah, commune would be out of reach, but divination is 4th level, so that should
Yep, divination.
theoretically
yeah.
be on your list.
There should be a hot cold spell where you just say something and your god says
Hot, hot, hot.
hotter.
Boiling lava.
That would be more appropriate for Iron Slug. It would be more like soggy logs.
I guess divination might work if we say, if we
Specific goal.
separate
Will we
goo,
fi-
could
or
we,
will- or yeah, either will we find
could we
like
get the conch from
conch
goo? Because,
from goo. Yeah.
I don't know. I vote for at least reconnoitering the.
Yeah, let's
the
check
underneath.
out our options and what we might have to face.
Okay, so Groot, you're going to want to go in some sort of animal form. Tim, you want to use a polymorph spell to join
Yes.
him.
Yes.
All
What are we
right.
going in as?
Um,
Are they afraid of anything?
rats, spiders.
Keep in mind,
Something
polymorph duration
birds.
is up to an hour.
Yep.
You're about a mile
could-
away, so again, depending on how you travel there. I mean, as a bird,
What-
you'd be able to get
if-
there flying within like 5 minutes or less.
They're probably going to be a little alert to any big old eagles flying around now.
No, but we could go
Did
in
they
just
see
as,
me?
like a.
They didn't see me, did they?
Sparrow.
They saw you leave as an ape, and then they saw
Yes.
the bird take off with the prisoner. So, yes, they
Okay,
did
yeah,
see you
all right.
fly away. They just didn't know. You flew in a different direction, and you flew out of sight, and then circled back to the camp. So,
I would vote for a common bird, a carrion bird, right? I'm guessing it's got a stink here anyway. That
oh yeah, there's
whatever. There's either ravens or vultures or
Turkey
something.
vulture.
Turkey vultures that are hanging out, and I would vote flight. That way we could
Yeah.
zip in and zip out
good.
quickly.
I would go as a raven because it's probably going to draw
Yeah.
less attention than, some big ass bird.
Yep, raven's a tiny
Big
beast,
ass
so
bird.
that would definitely qualify. So that would be you two. Is anyone else going to accompany them or do anything at the same time?
I don't think anybody else has the ability to. Well, Kyle, can't you be
I mean, I can
invisible?
greater invisibility and dimension door and stuff, so I can get in and get out pretty easily, but I wouldn't look like an animal or anything.
Well,
Yeah.
greater invisibility doesn't last that long either.
No.
No, it's
just
only like a
10 minutes.
minute. But I mean, I could get in
Uh-huh.
and out. Like if I got stuck in there, I can just dimension door away. Like it's not that hard for me to get in and out, but if you wanted me to like hang
Oh.
out with you, it wouldn't go well probably.
But well, how many dimension doors do you get in a day, and how many can you take with us?
I get 2 dimension doors,
Oh, okay.
You
and
can take one person.
Yeah, that's emergency use.
yeah, I can take one
Emergency
person
use.
at a time.
And it's a range of 500 feet,
Alright.
so you'd have to get close enough to.
Well, no, yeah, I understand. It was just more about, hey, where's he gonna go if we got in trouble? It would get him at least out of the building, right? 500 feet, yeah. So I would use my wild shape and not a polymorph to be a
Oh,
random.
hang on. Sorry, carry on. I just want to look something up here quick.
So you're gonna fly over plan to fly over kind of the entire compound again to.
No, I was gonna go. I already got a lay of land of
Okay.
the entire building.
Okay,
I wanted to look inside the cave.
gotcha.
Yeah, and again, you had 3 different entrances. One is to the area where the hill giants are, and the others enter into different areas.
We haven't seen the lower level at all, have we?
I just peeked through once through the grates, and I saw
Yeah,
pigs.
you saw pigs, and there were some torches lit down there, but again, it's just he saw basically a very large open area filled with squealing pigs.
Squealing pigs.
Yeah, so there's basically, let me see here. There's the 3 entrances are, here leads to the hill giants lair. There's another entrance like over here that also is a separate tunnel leading to the hill giant areas where they live. And then there's, oh wait, did I do that right? No, that's not right. No, that is right. I'm sorry. I'm looking, this map's scale is a bit off here.
Like there were 2 in this encampment.
They're here. It's here and here. This entrance right here leads more into the area where the pig pen is.
Which makes sense. The orcs probably tend to those 2.
The orcs are, excuse me, the pig pen is, geez, I lost it here. What is that noise? Does anybody else hear that?
It might be my like a sound like a fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is that, you have a little desk fan running? The pig pen is, basically the pig pen is run by an Etten. That's the one that was described to you, who's, let's see. Yeah, so the tending the pigs, there are 7 bugbears and an Etten who's named Oinker Boinker.
Oh my.
Nice.
Do we want to peek in here? See what's in here?
Yeah, that would be the one that leads into, that has a tunnel leading into the actual pig pen area.
Oh, the pig pen. Okay. But then over here.
No, I was looking at it. It's actually not here. Let me just. It's the same shape, so I'm getting confused myself. I keep jumping between 2 different maps here, so give me a second.
Oh, okay.
All right. Actually, let me just look this up in Roll20. I can pull it up quicker. Okay, so let me just get my red pen out here and be nice and bright. So the cave entrances, and you can kind of see this in the picture as well, but the cave entrances are here. That's to the pigs.
We don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yep.
And then there's another one here, which leads to the hill giant den area, and then there's a separate entrance that's
Is this it here?
yeah, it's around here more.
Oh, okay. Have we looked inside this one? Is this the tunnel to the pig pen area, or is this something else?
We haven't looked in
No,
any of
nobody's
them.
looked in any of them, and that one leads also to the hill giant area. The pig pen one is the one closest to the building.
Okay. I would
So Tim,
want to,
since we're going to go on together, we can't obviously talk to each
No.
other. Wait, could I cast speak with animal? No, because I wouldn't be able
well,
to speak.
if I start going, if either of us starts cawing like crazy, get the hell out, I would say number
Right.
one.
Yeah, something. And if any one of us get in trouble, we both get the hell out at the same time. Sounds good.
Hell out.
I vote that we do it counterclockwise. Fly in the big one and then go down.
All right.
Or do you want to try the pig pen first? Because we know the pigs won't bother us.
I don't know. I want to see what's in here because it's the furthest from the.
Okay,
That-
let's do it.
Okay.
So then my vote is then that we just go counterclockwise. We go then to the west, or is that to the east? I don't know. To the west.
To this one.
That one first, and then if it closes off somewhere and we can't get into another entrance, then we come back and go in the other one to the left,
Yep.
and then we go to the
That
left
works for me.
again. Okay. All right.
Okay, so what I'll do is I will move you guys to the lower level map, and we'll use that for exploration. And you guys on this map are kind of towards the bottom. I will just, why don't you guys just use your tokens to kind of position yourselves where you want to fly in. The first thing you notice is that definitely this boulder right here has been moved and been rolled into place to actually block the entrance down here. And why can't I select this?
What boulder?
We didn't see a ping or anything.
There was
Oh,
one in
and a big one
in the painting
By the
or
sheep
whatever.
pens.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's
by
for
the main entrance.
what did I do with this? Hang on.
Just put a big red circle on it.
My tool set is misbehaving here. Why can't I select anything?
Why won't you work?
Okay, well, this is stupid. Oh, I just moved the whole map. All right, well, I had something that was. Anyway, this boulder, imagine it's centered right here, and and I'm on the main.
In the path
Right
or in the
where?
gate?
Right where?
Exactly.
there?
And it fills basically the gap. There's not really much of a gap in between there.
Okay.
It's actually
Okay.
bigger
So
than the
they've
boulder
got that
pits.
entrance blocked off.
Right. And in the upper level, which you can't see easily from this map, there was that there was a similar boulder at the front entrance where that lone
Of the
hill
big
giant
door,
was kind of
yeah.
standing guard. And that's been rolled into place there, but there that it's not quite big enough to fill the whole entrance. So a medium-sized creature or smaller could kind of, get through without even really having to squeeze much. It really only blocks, large or larger creatures.
Giant ape.
Yeah,
ape
as a
size?
giant ape, you'd have a bit of a trick squeezing. You could probably squeeze through, but
No, I'm guessing they did it because we're out with a giant ape. It scared the shit out of them. So only big things you can't get through.
Holy shit, where did a giant ape come from?
but anyway, you guys have landed here, and you can see now you're in Raven form. Does that have dark vision? Actually, it may not matter because there will be torches lit. Yeah, there would be torches lit because giants don't have dark vision. So I will go ahead and do a reveal. What you see as you land as two completely innocent ravens.
No, fly casually.
Fly casual, Chewy. Yeah, so you see a stairway. Well, not a stairway, but kind of these rough-hewn steps leading down further into what looks to be an underground lair, and you see the flickering of torchlight coming from around the corner.
Lion.
Okay, so you fly in, and let's see if I can just reveal this in one swell foop.
Swell poop.
Okay, so you see a larger den in which is a hill giant standing.
Ugh.
It's her husband.
Just standing.
Yeah, there's basically filthy, flea-ridden pallets laying on the floor. There's a giant standing next to one of them. And
Picking its navel.
yeah, actually, no, he's asleep and he's snoring quite loudly.
Okay,
So he's
cool.
laying in the pallet and just going.
Well, then I will fly in since it's the only thing that I see.
Okay. Tim, are you accompanying him or are you waiting outside?
No, I'm coming with him. Sorry. I just figured Root could represent.
Okay, if you want him to represent, that's fine too. However you want to
Okay.
do it. So you fly down, looking down this other corridor. Briefly reveal this area here. So down that hall, or down that corridor, tunnel is probably the most accurate word, is looks like another set of corridors where another giant lies snoring. There's like a barrel of really nasty smelling water off to the side, and another tunnel kind of leading off to the west-southwest.
Okay, keep flying.
Okay. And from there, it looks like it does a T intersection branching to the other
Ah.
entrance.
Well, I guess I'll just keep going this way.
Okay. And you're flying pretty much silently, and those two giants had really no chance to hear you. So if you fly into that corridor, you see what looks to be a little kind of opening, if you will, that get this revealed. Leads off to the northeast. You guys could easily fit through that, but it definitely would be too small and narrow for a giant to fit through. And then the main tunnel kind of goes northwest.
Let's fly up there and see what's there.
So do you squawk and point your head that way?
I'll fly over by it and like
By
your head.
what specifically?
That
say
right there.
this.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, yes, that looks like it opens up into a larger chamber, and there may be some crates or something kind of partially blocking the way.
Oh,
So, you can't really easily see in there until you actually emerge.
keep going.
Okay.
Okay. So, you fly into the room and
Yep.
climb atop these kind of pallets over there. Okay. That opens up into a larger chamber. Let's see. I'll quick do another reveal.
And there's the conch.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
It
Sitting
looks
on
like,
a table.
no, there's a blood-stained wooden table of giant size. Two crates that smell like they contain something like pig entrails. A barrel of filth and two iron cages, each containing a boar.
Mm.
Fun.
Each cage has a door on one side with what looks like a simple bolt latch.
Releasing the boars would be fun, but yeah.
Run,
Fly,
piggy,
fly that
run.
way.
That way leads to another intersection and a tunnel that curves around.
Dude. Thought this would be simple. Hi there.
Okay, look, that opens up what looks to be into the larger pig pen area. I'm going to assume you fly up to the the
Yes.
edge of where this opens up. So I will just reveal as much as I can here of this massive room beyond, because it is lit. Again, a lot of the giants at least can't see in the dark. So okay,
Damn.
so again,
Holy
you
crap.
could hear this
wanna
as you're
just come
approaching.
over, we put out all these torches so they'd be blind.
Yeah, you could hear all the pigs and everything as you're approaching, and then as you kind of land off on the edge. Um, let me see if I can describe it here.
Wow.
Walls are made of packed mud with logs jutting out of them. The river seeps through a gash in the north wall and forms a stream that cuts across the eastern half of the area before spilling out through a hole in the south wall, tumbling down logs as it goes. There's a creaky wooden bridge spanning the stream at one point. Smaller rivulets also seep into the room and connect with the wider stream, but are narrow enough to step over. There's timber pillars caked in mud supporting the 30-foot high ceiling, which has 3 circular holes cut into it, which you pretty much surmise is what was in the chamber above, the throne room, if you will. So yeah, crisscrossing wooden beams cover these holes, though the beams are far enough that a small or medium creature could fit through them without having to squeeze. There are 2 10-foot high earthen ramps leading down into the sunken floor, with fences erected around lower tunnels that lead up into different areas. There's scores of pigs, waddling around all over the place, snorting, wallowing in the mud, gorging themselves and tending them. You see the 7 bugbears, and kind of lording over all of them is an Etten.
Master Blaster.
Master
Oinker
Blaster.
Boinker, yes. Master
Oinker
Blaster.
Boinker.
That's his name, Oinker Boinker.
Oh boy.
I get that from
That sounds kinda
Oingo
dirty.
Boingo.
It sounds kind of dirty to me. He's an
Yes, it does.
oinker. What?
No.
Oink, oink.
Yes.
Bloody wanker.
Yeah. He's got 2 heads.
He's got 2 heads.
Well, technically he has 3, right?
But
My
Yeah.
finger
bump. So how tall is the ceiling here?
30 feet. 30 feet up
30
to where the holes in the ceiling connect with the throne room above. Or the one off to the eastmost one, if you recall, opens into the chamber where the orcs were sleeping.
So
Go
I
look over
nod.
too.
You want to go there? I nod. Yeah. Okay. I will. I think I will follow around the walls. I
Okay.
think we should, like that way.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, let's check them one at a time. I guess let's fly over here and see what's up above.
Okay. So if you fly
That was
over,
my thought too.
flying over to that area reveals another chamber. I'm just going to reveal this whole section here.
And there is the conch. No.
Yeah.
No, this looks like it's. Well, it looks like it's not numbered here. Hang on. Oh, this is okay. So you've got cages in this area, and if you recall, Wadowik, when he freed you, said that there actually were other prisoners that were being held
Oh.
by the hill giants, and the cages in this room apparently contain one of them, as well as a bugbear standing guard. If you guys want to avoid detection by the bugbear, you can try and make a stealth check. Otherwise, he may or may not notice you.
Let's keep flying down here for the moment.
I mean,
Well, whether
We're
you
flying.
want to fly there or anywhere else, I'm asking, do you
Oh, we
want to
still gotta
actively
move.
make a stealth check? If not, I'll use.
All right. Hold on. What's a raven's?
Yeah.
oh yeah, Raven.
I will, before you move yourselves, would you, Tim, make a
Sure.
stealth check?
Yep, I'm looking. Hold on. What's stealth on a raven? Ooh, I can make it mimic a simple sound I have heard, such as a person whispering, a baby crying, or an animal chittering. Cool. I guess I don't see. Would it be Dex? What is stealth? Is it based on Dex?
Yeah, stealth
Yes.
is normal if you don't have a actual skill.
So my roll would be -3 on that, so 16.
So D20 plus 2, essentially.
15.
Okay. Yeah,
Beautiful. Oh, there it is. Okay.
yeah, he completely missed you guys, so you were able to fly away without drawing any attention. You actually, you can roll at advantage when you're trying to be stealthy in this area because it is so noisy and loud with all these pigs. And,
All the pigs.
yeah.
All right.
So you made your rolls no problem, but in the future if necessary. This chamber looks like it's another wing of the prison, if you will, because there are more cages in that area, as well as another bugbear guard.
Oh, bastard.
So if you want to make another stealth check, if you wish to avoid being seen by this guard, I'm just using his passive perception because he's not actively looking for you.
10.
I thought it was +2, or was that with +2?
That was with the plus 2.
Okay. Well,
Mine
his,
was 11.
okay.
Bro,
So
it's advantage, Tim. It's advantage.
it
I
is
did.
advantage.
I rolled twice.
Yeah, he got 4
Oh.
in his other roll.
Oh.
I got 10 and a 4.
So Groot, you are not noticed, but the bugbear does notice you, Serendial.
No. I only had, it's I roll 2d20s plus 2, so it'd be either an 11 or a 9.
With advantage, an 11 would make it. His passive perception was 10, so Tim just
Oh.
got unlucky.
All right. I don't know. I just fly back. Cause
Okay. Well, in that case, roll. We're gonna need to roll initiative. So
Okay. I think still a D20 plus 2, so because it's dex based. Oh, 3.
Oh my.
I rolled a 3.
oh, this is not good. Why is this not?
Wait. Here, I'll roll my initiative and then just change it to 3. Since we're using my thing here.
And Groot, you can roll yourselves too. You are not where you are. You were seen when you were up there.
Okay, that's fine.
But Groot,
It's the exact number that I needed. 20. Nice.
Still roll the 3.
okay. So the bugbear sees you, a raven, kind of floating, or not floating, but flapping in
Flutter.
briefly,
Flap.
kind of, and you were kind of like air braking, if you will, and kind of trying to turn yourself about when you saw the bugbear. But it looks like he was faster, and he must be in a foul mood from dealing with these prisoners because he's just going to come up and whack at this bird that flew in with his morning
Alright.
star. So
Yeah.
he takes a swing at you, hits AC 23, which I'm assuming hits.
I'm assuming a Raven does not have an AC 23 armor class. How high is the ceiling in here, though?
30 feet.
Okay. I would have assumed we would be flying closer to the ceiling.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too.
I caught
We're
that
at
you
the
were flying
ceiling.
close to the wall. I didn't catch that you were flying close to the
Oh.
ceiling.
No, to me, yeah.
But
sorry.
there's no reason for us to go lower.
No, it's at. We would be at the ceiling. That was my thought. But
I didn't, I didn't like clearly specify, so
Yep.
that's fine. I'm assuming a Raven has not enough hit points to survive that.
You
Oh,
took
definitely not.
6 piercing damage from a morning star.
I have 1 hit point apparently, so yeah.
Okay.
Whew.
All right, so you
And-
are
and,
still alive.
I assume I'm more like he came down by me, so
Yeah, he took a 5. Well, there isn't a 5-foot step thing, but he moved 5 feet closer to you and just swung at you with his morning star, saying, snarling something. And if you speak, what do they speak? I guess they're goblin. So he would say something in goblin, like a curse word that you probably didn't understand unless you speak goblin. But that was his turn. So Groot, he apparently has not noticed you.
I squawk, get the fuck out.
You can mimic a comment if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a squawk. Get the fuck out!
Get the fuck out.
Squawk, get the fuck out!
The
Squawk.
bugbear looks totally confused. It's not his turn to do anything, but yeah, he's like, huh?
And then actually, I do that, and I go behind. I fly behind. I'm gonna go up to the ceiling and start flying the other way, and just
Okay.
hover there. So just in case.
I'll put a little green thingy on. Oh, of course, that just about obscures you. Never mind. I won't put a green. We'll just assume you're 30 feet up. And Tim, Serendio.
All right. Well, this dude's standing in front of me, looking all confused. I'm going to take advantage of it, and
He's not confused enough that he
Uh,
wouldn't have an opportunity attack unless you disengage.
no, that's fine.
So did he turn into himself then?
Mm-mm.
He's still a raven.
Yep.
He's still a raven. He had 1 hit point, he said.
I'm going to pop this guy.
Oh, I thought he meant he had 1 hit point to start. Okay.
Yeah. I only
Serendial,
have
you are
one hit
Serendial,
point.
right?
What's
Now
that?
I'm confused. I thought you said that you had
You
1
are
hit
a
point left.
person now, correct?
I am Serendial. I am an elf.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you turned.
I had 1 hit point as a raven. He whacked me.
I'm sorry. I
Ravens
thought you
have
said you had
1 hit
1 hit point remaining after he hit
No,
you.
no.
Okay, so you are
Ravens
actually-
have
okay.
1 hit point.
All right, so you turned into an elf. Okay, so now there's an elf. He's less confused by the squawking now. Okay.
I cast Blight. He has to make a DC 15 con save or take 35.
Okay. Con save. He doesn't get any special
DC
saves.
15.
He got a
It's
4. So,
Wow.
Takes 35 necrotic.
all right, that outright kills. He drops dead to the floor. It's like, "Whoa."
Okay, then I use my move to get the hell out of the visual radius of.
Anyone.
Okay.
These are 10-foot squares, I assume.
Yeah.
So I'll move here so that I'm not visible from anyone down.
Right.
Okay.
So that took less than 6 seconds.
Yep. Less than 6 seconds. This guy dropped to the ground.
Hey, there's a
Oh, I
raven.
drag him. Actually, I'm going to drag him. So I'll move half. I guess I'll move about here-ish.
Okay, so you're going to
Drag it
drag the body off to the side.
So
Oops.
they don't, no one notices, oh, there's a dude laying over there.
Damn, there's a grid on this map. Let me just turn that off quick. Okay. All right, so so you drag him off to the side. I'm just going to rule passive. Oh, sorry, I was trying to move him out of there. I'll just roll do passive checks. They would be at, well, let's see. I'd say there's an off chance that they would spot you, but it would be disadvantaged because of all the noise and other crap going on.
So I'm going to make a stealth check.
If you want to make one. Otherwise, it'd be DC 10.
18.
Okay, yeah, all right, no problem. You drag the body off to the side, and nobody noticed that. Nobody heard your squawk, Groot, so as far as you can tell, none of the other bugbears have been alerted to what's going on. The other one from the other, you didn't hear anything in the other room, so you're assuming that other bugbear in the other chamber did not notice. You killed him so quickly and quietly.
Yeah.
So I would fly back in
All right, I'm
and
assuming-
stand next to Serendial and look at him. What
Okay.
the hell are we doing?
Well, let's.
Because I'm not
let's-
changing.
Well, let's check. I tell you, since I assume you're going to understand me,
Yep.
that I'm going to go check out who's the prisoners.
And I shake my head and dip it, going,
I say
That's it.
fly over here and keep an eye out for the other bugbear or hobgoblin or whatever the hell he is.
I nod yes, and I fly over to here.
Okay,
And I'm going, fuck me. And bird, fuck me.
squawk me.
Fuck me.
Okay, so which cage are you going to check out, Serendial?
Well, first this one with all the people in it.
Okay. So in that cage, I'm just going to move you over there.
Are you
Is-
okay? Are you okay?
I'm going to be like, hey,
I'm here to save you.
It looks like it has a bunch of humans in it.
Jesus.
A man, a woman, and 3 children. Looks like a teenage girl and 2 boys.
Ooh.
They are emaciated, dirty, and they are kind of looking at you like they don't quite believe that you're real.
Okay.
I don't have. Would I have anything on me? Any rations or anything? I
Not
can
likely,
throw in there?
because pretty much Groot or the clerics through good berries take care of you. food-wise.
Yeah. Crap. Well, if I have anything, I'll toss it in there. But I'd say, all right, we'll stay put for now.
Give him
Just
a
trying to find
gold
a way to-
piece.
Yeah, that'll help.
Here, eat this.
Here, do you guys like bird? Come over here.
How about how about bugbear?
Yeah. Them's good eating.
They might eat that. All right. Let's say, I'll say, look, just hold tight. We're trying to find a way to get you out of here.
We have a plan.
We don't have a plan, but, I'll try to get you out of here. All right, and then I'm going to make my way up to this one, see who's in there.
Okay, yeah, the middle cage looks to be empty, but the one to the north. I accidentally opened up here. Thing here. That looks like it might have. It's another human. He's got some kind of remnants of, like different totems and tokens hanging off of him. So he might be he looks kind of like one of the Ugthart barbarians, but of a different tribe than the ones you encountered before.
Okay.
He's just kind of looking at you like, great. Who's
I
this
tell
guy
him the
now?
same thing.
Okay, he just kind of looks blankly at you like he had no idea what you just said.
Okay, that's fine. I want to see who that other dude is.
But there's a bugbear in there, isn't there?
Well, blight him.
Well, here's my plan. Groot can squawk at me if he thinks this is insane. I'm gonna sound like a dumb hill giant, but talk in common and basically say, "Hey, come over here, Mister." What is he, a bugbear?
Yeah.
Mr. Bugbear, I need some help.
The bird's
And
going.
Whack.
And then prep a lightning bolt and zap him at an angle.
You're muted, Paul Toucher.
And zap him at an angle.
I like it better when you're muted, just angrily yelling.
Yeah, just-
Actually,
Yeah, actually, I guess that works, right? I should be
That's
doing
actually
that.
more in character because he's a bird.
Yeah.
Take
So does he-
take your wing and go whack.
Yeah, whack.
Well, you can do pretty unless yeah. Well, Groot, you can communicate, just not quietly or.
Keep
So I
shaking.
assume if he starts
Dumbass.
squawking like crazy, he does not like this plan.
I'm shaking my head no.
No.
The raven appears to disapprove.
I cannot tell you what I think, so I won't, because I can't.
All right, well, I'm going to cast invisibility lasts an hour, right?
Regular invisibility, I believe. Now, does that? You're not in polymorph form anymore, so you don't have to worry about
No.
concentration. It's up to 1 hour.
All right, I'm going to say, look, I need to get out of here. You keep exploring as a raven. I'm going to go invisible and start making my way out of here.
Don't you get 2 polymorphs? All right. Yep, sounds great. I thought you got 2 polymorphs.
I did, but I used my other for blight.
Good job.
I'll have
Well,
to kill it.
He did
Sure.
take care of him pretty quickly and quietly.
You did. All right. Well, I guess if you turn, I say sure. And since you turn invisible, I can't see you. So I guess I'll listen for a while.
Okay, on the way out, I'm going to go over here and whisper inside there, or at least look in there. I won't say anything.
Well,
I'll just
hang
look
on.
in there and see
You're not there yet. You haven't even cast
No,
a
I
spell.
know. So that's my plan. Okay. So
Oh,
Okay.
I say you're casting invisible. You're sneaking out. I wish I could do the swim motion. Do the swim motion with my thing. Swim out.
You could like
but
twirl your wings in like
Yeah, I'll do that.
a
Swim
cyclic
out.
direction.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, I guess I will continue to look.
Okay, so Serendil, you're going to cast invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can't really do that. I believe that has a verbal component, if I'm not mistaken. So you can't do that.
Yeah.
So I will
But you
double.
said it's crazy loud in here.
Yes, I will roll for disadvantage on the perception check of the bugbear. That's bug, not bub. Bubbear.
He doesn't have to do it right there either.
Let's see. Okay, he did not appear to hear you. So you are now invisible.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna wait about 2 or 3 minutes for Groot to take off.
Oh, okay. I hop around for a little bit, wondering where he went, and I take off.
Okay.
So,
Which way are you? Okay, so you're going to fly over that way. Okay.
and I'm going to go up near the ceiling,
All right.
stay up near the ceiling the entire time, and I'm going to do a quick circuit. This is my plan. I'm going to go up to here. This has got to go up to that other section, right? That went up.
Well, I
according to
will
the
tell
map.
you, I will go leg by leg and just basically move when it's your
Sure.
turn. I'm just going to alternate back and forth without actual initiative, and you just move however far you want to move when it's your turn.
Okay. Then I will. So, was it my turn there? Could I move?
That would be, I'd
Okay.
say you'd
So hang
get
on,
to
let
the
me see.
point of
I can move
almost getting
100
there.
feet. Hang on, so I can move 100 feet. I can go from there. Is it shift?
Yeah.
It's not the right scale, it looks like. Of course, it's not.
Oh no, yeah.
I can do it. Hang on, I can just change that.
It's basically half as much.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah. Now you're great. Now you got it.
Okay, so I go right to there along the ceiling.
Hang on, I want to update the other map too because it's probably the same problem. Yeah. Just update there so when we switch, if and when we switch back to it, it'll be fixed. Okay, so you get to right there. Okay, so Serendil, which way are you going to go?
Right here.
Okay,
60 feet double move.
okay. So you dash over to there. If you're being stealthy, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay.
You can do that with advantage, and I will just use his passive perception to see if he hears you.
Oh, sorry, I rolled twice. It should be the 1321, which
Yeah,
would be
so 21, no
Right.
problem. He didn't hear you. So you approach that cage, and
I'm just gonna look inside and see who's in there.
you see male half elf.
Okay, I whisper as quietly as, oh shit, it's loud in here. I'm gonna. Do I have anything to write on?
The
me-
ground is pretty muddy. You could probably write on
Oh.
that.
Okay, I write in Elvish, friend here, who are you?
Okay. Well, for one thing, he didn't know you were there because he's invisible. So,
Sure, I'll like tap on the page or something to get his attention.
okay. So you kind of draw his attention without drawing attention to yourself. And then he finally notices, okay, these letters appeared on the ground in Elvish. And he kind of like looks around like, who the hell wrote this? He's like, is somebody there? He says in Elvish.
I knock once on the cage. and then
Okay.
smooth over the ground and say, write in Elvish, invisible.
Okay, his eyes kind of light up, and he says in kind of like a stage whisper, again in Elvish, "My name is Gelvin Dragonmore. I'm with the Emerald Enclave from Golden Fields.
Holy crap.
Do we know him?
You've not met him before.
No,
Okay.
but
Okay,
that's
but we know Golden
that's
Fields. I mean,
that's
We know
Groot,
Golden
Groot
Field.
and my
Yep, yep.
yep.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll write in Elvish, hang tight. We are coming to rescue you. Well, no, what I could do, how is this cage locked?
Let's see. It's a good question. It looks like the doors are situated on top of the cages with heavy rocks placed on them.
Oh crap.
Okay.
So you could try to make a strength check to knock the rock off, or to open a cage door that has a rock pressing down on it. Definitely, you doubt you could do it without alerting the guards.
Right.
Right. Because I'm thinking I could make him invisible too, and we could both escape.
Okay,
The
hold
only
that
thing-
thought. I'm going to jump over to
Okay.
Groot because he's been
Yep.
flying away this whole time.
All right. I am going to, that's like 60 feet. I got like 40 more feet to go.
Okay, so you flap down to that area. Let me get my reveal tool handy here. That opens up into another larger chamber, not as large as the pig pen, but definitely still a pretty wide open area. Oh, and the tool isn't. Will you please? Yeah. Thank you. Never mind this triangle that's there. You go. It looks like another open cave system, but this one, you see just blood splattered all over the floor,
Dang.
smeared on the ground. You hear the flies buzzing around. These tables are also covered in gore. There is, you see on the far side, a ladder that leads up. You assume that's to the area where the goblins
Yeah.
fled down when you
Yep.
freed the prisoner. There's a bridge covering the stream that runs from the north wall, and there's another passage also leading north. And then the stream also flows out in the south wall, into the south wall. Standing at one of the tables, you see a hill giant. He's covered head to toe in what looks to be pig's blood, and he's holding a hand axe. And
Okay, I fly
behind
over
him,
here.
you see another creature that is really ugly
An
looking.
Odiug.
You don't. Yeah, you'd probably be able to identify it as an Odiug, but it's basically a four-legged creature, but with these tentacles, with these nasty spines sticking out of them.
Tentacles.
I want to stay away from the testicles. I fly to there. That's the end of my move.
Billy
Oh.
the Atyug.
Are you sure it's not a Neo Odiug?
Hey, I know my Neo Audiugs from my Audiugs, okay?
I should be able to see down that.
Yeah, it kind of just goes into the stone itself.
Okay.
I'd say you'd probably be able to
Okay.
Actually, just reveal that whole area because it really
Well,
doesn't
good.
pay. It's not like some big secret. Okay, so that's where you get. So Sorrendiel.
Okay. Man, if I could just kill this damn guard, I could try to find a way of rescuing him.
Well, you can.
I know. Lightning bolt's gonna be pretty freaking loud though.
Yeah, that would be a crack of thunder and definitely would be
Yeah.
noticed by everybody.
Boom.
Ooh. I don't know. Is there any way to dig? You said that's pretty muddy here. Could I dig a hole big enough for him to like squirm under?
Oh, you mean between? Well, the cage would not. that they wouldn't be very effective cages if they could just dig themselves
yeah,
out
I
from
know.
underneath it. The ground would be muddy here. I mean, if he wasn't in the cage, then it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
But he can't get out of the cage by digging underneath it. I'm assuming there's bars on the bottom.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna. So what I could do is I could lightning bolt this fucker, but that's gonna be really loud. I could sneak up behind him and try to pop him.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I mean, do I have? You know, if I start my blade song, I could basically get 2 attacks on him. One of them is a spell, so I could stab him, or I could do 2. Like I could do 2 firebolts on him. I could stab him and then do like a firebolt, or I could just do 2 firebolts. I want to kill him quick.
And quietly, all quiet like.
Yeah, but I'm not an assassin. I could just misty step behind him. I could scorching ray him and then firebolt him because I have that double attack thing. All right, what the fuck? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start my blade song and then I'm going to scorching ray him, which will be 3 scorching rays.
Okay, before you do anything, roll initiative.
All right.
You will get a surprise round on him.
Round or anything.
No, you will get a surprise round. I just need
Oh,
you
I
to
see.
be an initiative.
Yep, hold on. Oh boy.
Damn.
Wow.
My initiative.
Okay, so
Fuck.
yeah, you will get the advantage, or basically you'll get a surprise round.
All right.
Groot, why don't I, since you may or may not, well, you probably won't notice this, but why don't you just go ahead and put yourself in the initiative order, Groot, and we'll just keep it round around at this point, just so we know where everyone is.
So 3 scorching rays
Third one looks like a firebolt.
and a firebolt. Yep. I
Oh.
get 3 scorching rays and a firebolt. So I guess the first is a miss at 13 unless he's got pitiful armor
He's
class.
got hide armor, so 16 is what you need to hit him. And
Okay.
he's got a shield too.
So both scorching rays hit and the firebolt hit. So 22, 31.
Okay, you killed him.
Nice.
Those would not be silent. Let's
Yeah.
see. Spells.
No, but there'd be quieter lightning than a lightning bolt.
Well, it's quieter than cracking the wall open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, lightning
Yeah.
bolt definitely would alert the whole complex. Firebolt basically is just going to give them. Well, it's just basically got a verbal component. It's not like a fireball where there's a boom, but it's not completely silent either. So I'm just going to go ahead and make
Sure.
perception checks for
I'm
everybody.
visible now, by the way.
Right.
You are now visible, but you're not in direct sight of anyone.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're not really.
No, I'm
No,
behind
you're
the
not.
cage, yeah.
He's hidden behind that lobe of the cave. So.
Yeah, so I mean that bugbear was the only one that could see you, and he just dropped.
And this guy the only one that could possibly hear?
No, not necessarily, but everyone else is at disadvantage, and this is going to be a really high DC. It's not a stealth like an opposed roll. It's a pretty high DC perception check
Yeah.
that they are making at disadvantage.
And distance matters too, right? I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
100 feet away.
Exactly. I mean, like they said, this is a very high DC, and nobody is even coming close. This guy came close, but not quite. All right. So you don't see anyone that has turned. Well, you don't see anyone, period, because you're on the corner. But you don't hear any sounds of alarm or anything like that. Now, the body of the bugbear that you just dropped is laying right there in plain view of anyone that happens to walk towards it, but it is also partially obscured by this fencing
Yeah.
because it's at ground level
Okay.
now.
I cast invisibility on myself. As an invisible, I go over and grab him and hide him here.
Okay, I'm going to have you make one opposed roll against the 2 guys that are actually 3, including Oinker Boinker. that would be in
Okay,
direct
I
line
am
of sight.
invisible though, so just
Right.
steer
So
away.
you would get advantage on your stealth check, and they would have a disadvantage on their perception, which they had disadvantage already from the noise, but.
So 15.
Oh, let's see. Perception, wisdom based. Yeah, that's plus 0. Okay. All right. Well, one of the bugbears actually thought he saw something out of the corner of his eye moving around. I will have him make an intelligence check because that could have just been the bugbear that was guarding moving. He didn't see you. He just saw what looked like the feet of the bugbear kind of like slowly receding around the corner, and not something that you would normally. Nah, he got a 9. All right, so he doesn't really put 2 and 2 together, so he doesn't investigate any further. So you
Okay,
drag
so
the
I
body
drop-
around the corner.
Yep, and then I'm gonna come here, go back around the backside so I'm harder to notice, climb up and try to push one of the boulders off so I can get him out of there.
Okay, hold that thought because I'm going back to
Yep.
Groot. All right, Groot, you really didn't notice any of that, so
So I fly to, where do I fly to? I fly to there along the ceiling. So that's half my move right there.
are you trying to be stealthy?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and make an opposed check. I will get Boinker out here.
Boinker's in the other room.
Oh, I'm
this
sorry,
is-
that's not Boinker. That's
that's the
the hill giant.
Yeah,
The butcher.
Natural 20.
the butcher.
Okay, I
Ooh.
don't have a named stat block for him, so I'll just pull up a hill giant here. His perception is +2. He got a 7, so nope, he didn't spot you. And the Odiug, I don't think they're particularly perceptive, but +1.
Odie ugh. Oh.
Ooh,
He did not beat me. He did not beat me. I got a
that's enough
22.
with a 22. He rolled really well, but you don't get like an automatic success on a skill check. So he just basically looked right at you, and then his gaze kind of moved on.
So I peek in there.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got to get all these damn stat blocks off of my page. Okay, so you revealed that open area, which I think I can just do with a whole block of reveal.
All right. Well, that was the first part of my move, and then I am done. So I am going to move back to where I was. And I'm
Yeah,
going to
there's
start flying back up.
as far as that room goes, it has a sleeping pallet, a barrel, another barrel, a crate, 2 empty iron cages with rusty iron doors. You hear flies buzzing about the crate, and you'd have to get in there and look around to find anything else out.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
doing that.
So you fly back around
I
to
fly-
there.
Yep.
Okay. Where you are is not very easily accessible because it's not like it's a floor to ceiling passage.
Okay, I'm there. I'm at the ceiling. I'm flying back out the way that we came in because I want to go back and check and see if everybody's up in arms, if there's a dead elf there on the floor, you know,
Okay.
things like that.
All right, so you can go ahead and make your way fully back, and then I'll switch back over to Serendiel.
I moved my 100 feet. I'm done. Yep.
Okay. All right, so Serendiel, you cast invisibility and move over to that section.
Yep.
Okay. I'll give you
I'm gonna
another
climb
turn
up and
to catch up. So you're going to climb the cage, and
Yep,
you're going to try
and
and
then
topple the
try
rock
to
off.
get Yeah, the rock off so I can let him out of there.
Okay, go ahead and make a DC 15 strength athletics check.
Oh boy, look at that strength. That's amazing.
No.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Ooh, that's the best I think. I rolled an 18. That's good.
Yeah, no problem. You're able to roll the rock right off the top, and it like lands to the ground with a splat and a thud. But you know,
Okay.
it's not loud enough to attract any attention.
Okay, I open it up and I cast invisible. I say, well, can he climb his own way out, or do I have to give him an arm up? Or
If you open the cage door, once the rock's off of it, it just kind of has a hinge that you can kind of lift it up. Yeah, he should
Okay.
be able to climb his way back out. He doesn't have any equipment with him. He's unarmed.
that's all right.
but-
I'm going to cast invisibility on him as well,
Okay.
and I'm going to say to him, look, my plan is we jump in the river and swim our way out of here. Can we safely get out of here, like through this? Is that a possibility to swim out of there, or not really?
You don't hear an immediate reply.
No. I'm asking. I would know because we saw it. Does it look like this would be like? Is that navigable, or not really?
I'm sorry. What navigable?
If I jump down the river and
What-
go through here,
Oh, I
is
see.
that
You want to?
navigable?
It's a stream. It's not a river.
Sure.
If you were to jump into the river, you rate your chances at pretty high that anything within like 15 feet of you would notice the displacement in the water.
All right, fine. Then we'll. How the fuck am I getting out of here? I guess we'll have to come out. We're invisible. We'll have. There's so many orcs. I don't want to go anywhere near those giants. All right, we'll slowly make our way to this exit,
I'm
sneaking
sorry,
our
man.
way through.
This is such a big map, and I have crap all over the
Yeah.
place. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Which exit are you talking about? Oh, okay.
Oh wait. Oh, I suppose this would be closer, so we might as well go out this one, right?
You can do whatever you want to. We're going round by round here. So you have knocked it off the boulder, and you've cast
Right, and then
invisibility.
I cast invisibility. on
Okay,
him.
so back to
Oh
Gert.
wait. Oh, actually, before I do that, do I have anything I can toss him to at least give him defense? Yeah, I toss him a dagger. I have a dagger.
Okay.
He can at least defend himself.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Or
back.
no, actually, I have a short sword. I'll give him the short sword.
Okay. Are you
I'm
done? All right, I'm going over to Groot. Groot, it is your turn. If you're talking, Paul, we can't hear you.
Moving 100 feet.
Okay. And I'll give you another turn because we kind of consolidated a bunch that are with Thranduil. So you move 100 feet,
So then that was 100, and then
and as you fly into
mm,
the chamber, you don't see anything remarkably different in terms of the way that everyone's acting.
Are these
yeah.
pens?
So what?
These circles? Are those pens?
Those are indicating
no,
the
those are the
holes in the
grates that
ceiling.
above.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So that would get me. Let me make sure that. Let me see if I can fly farther here.
Oh yeah, you should be able to go.
Actually, I can fly.
All right, there.
Yeah, I can get to about there.
Within sight
so-
of Serendil if he's in that corner. You
Yeah.
don't.
So you see the bird come back, Serendil.
Okay.
Yeah, and while you don't see Serendil, or actually now the prisoner in that cage.
I see the open cage and no prisoner.
Well, and
So I know
you
something.
notice that
And no
this
guard.
guy, the barbarian in the cage right here, is actually kind of like staring off in that direction. So you kind of get an idea that something was going on. So you can see over there is a cage now with a boulder off the top, and the top is open. But you do not see or know
Prisoner. Yeah.
right what was in there or where Serendil is immediately.
Okay.
Serendil, it is now your turn. You hear or kind of spot out of the corner of your eye a raven flying around the corner.
Okay, I pop down. I erase any of the writing that I had there.
So do I spot that?
You would probably
writing would
notice
go-
because you're kind of looking. It's right next to a torch, so
Yeah. Okay. Do we have to go in turn order now, or are we just?
let's pause turn order and until something kicks in. So I'll just clear.
Well, then I will just. I saw that, so I just
So if you fly over
fly
there,
right over to the cage and go squawk.
okay, I write,
You can talk.
Yeah.
oh, okay. Well, I tell them, I say, hey, we're invisible and we're going to escape, but we can't polymorph out of here. So we're going to have to make our way out invisibly and just try to sneak our way past. So we're going to go out past the sheep pens and try to just go out that way.
All right, you hear a whisper coming from the side saying, "Is that your familiar you're talking to?"
I tell him, no, this is a friend of mine who's polymorphed into a raven.
Oh, sorry.
Cool.
So hang on a second. So I'm going to do this. I am going to turn back into to Groot. I am then going to cast. Oh wait, let me think through this. Well, I wanted to cast Pass Without Trace on them. I can concentrate and then change back, but then I won't be able to see them. So, and they have to stay within 30 feet of me.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think you would have to see them to actually target them. It depends on if you have to pick. If it's sometimes the spell says like creatures you can see.
Creatures I choose within 30 feet, but it doesn't. I need to think. So, crap.
I ask, so what is he? I ask him, do you have any magical abilities whatsoever? other guy.
I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
As the raven or as Paul?
Yeah.
I think he meant end player. Actually, I think I kind of need to use a bathroom break myself. So let's take a quick pause
Yeah.
here, and
right.
we will come
That
back
sounds good.
after the facilities have been used. So back in a bit. Okay, bathroom break taken care of. We will stay for the moment with Sorrendiel and Groot. And so what was happening, Groot? You were thinking about what you wanted to do? And you're still muted.
I'm going to change back into Groot form, and I need to talk. And I ask Rendiel, do you have another invisibility?
I can cast one, yes.
Okay, so here's my thought: is I can cast Pass Without Trace. We can stay together. We then get +10 to our stealth checks, and we're normally pretty stealthy, so +16, and we can try and walk out together.
Okay.
Or
Or
and then I also have this ability here. If things go bad, you guys just go, and I will try and distract them. And then if things go poorly for me, I will do this. I will meld into stone somewhere, and they won't be able to
pop
see
out
me
somewhere else.
and hide somewhere else. But I still got a polymorph left. I still got a one beast shape left.
Well,
so
if you're
I
willing
have
to go
more.
invisible, I will make you invisible and we can all pop out of here together.
Yep. And then so Pass Without Trace means that we can step into that river and nobody will see us.
Okay. Works for me.
Okay.
I asked the other
So-
guys, can you swim?
Well, yeah, Galvin says that he can swim, but he's curious what the plan is for freeing the other prisoners.
We'll have to come
We'll
back.
talk
with the
about
rest of
that when
our
we're
party.
done.
That's step B.
Okay.
We have a larger party. We will come back
Oh, excellent.
and with a larger group and rescue everyone else.
That sounds like a perfect plan then. And yes, I can swim. He's basically a scout, so that, as
Okay.
far as his abilities
Oh,
go.
and actually I can also do that's not concentration, so not water walk, sorry.
Yeah, water breathing.
Actually, I think we do that every day. That was part of our ritual. I can ritually cast water breathing every day, remember? Because it lasts 24 hours. I said I was doing that.
Okay, yeah, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, so everybody. Oh, actually, he doesn't have it, so I would have to cast it
Yeah.
for him. If we need it, I will do that, so that we can go underwater.
Okay.
But anyway,
So what is the plan? I can't see you guys, and you can't see me. Well, he can now see you, Groot. You're
Well,
not.
we'll hold hands until we get to the water. Then I'll squeeze your hand and we jump in and we go.
Okay, which water are you talking about?
Basically, yeah, here.
Okay, so you're gonna make your way along the wall to the
Yep.
the main river in
Yep.
the pig pen area.
and then go out the side that section there of the river right there.
Okay. Yeah, he should be able to hold his breath long enough to get through there. It's not like it's running fantastically heavy in terms of the current.
I will cast water breathing on him.
Oh.
We have it. I'll cast water
Okay,
breathing.
yeah.
on him.
Then if you're going to do that, then it won't be a problem at all. Then you
Yep.
guys can pretty much stay submerged until you're well away from the area.
Yep.
Okay. If
And
that
we'll make our way back to the rest of the party.
okay, so really there's just going to be one area. So you're going to hold hands, but Groot, you're going to remain visible, or are you going to cast invisibility?
Invisible.
No, I
I'm
cast an invisibility on him and make him invisible.
Okay. All right. So if you're invisible and you're holding hands and it's still really noisy and everything in there, I'm not going to even bother making rolls for everybody. That plan works. So you're able to sneak around holding hands until you get to the water, in which case, sploosh, 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 not enough to really draw attention to you guys. And you immediately start navigating your way up the current. Again, it's not like super strong. You're just like half movement, but with water breathing, it's no concern at all. And you can stay submerged out the back. If you recall, there were those people keeping an eye out on the tower, but they're not going to notice displacement underwater as far down as you are. So yeah, you're able to get into the water and swim far enough away so that when you surface, you're not really visible by any watchful eyes, and you can kind of gradually make your way around and back to the camp. So I would say that whole process would probably take you about 40 minutes. So
Well, actually, once we're free, I would do the same thing I did with the other prisoner. I would just turn into a giant eagle, grab those two, and fly back.
okay, so that would cut down.
And then we'd all still be invisible.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would be tricky to do, but when they're invisible. But again, you're close enough. The displacement in the water, you'd be able to grab them and see. So as long as you're communicating your plan and they're not just suddenly picked out of the water by something invisible. Okay.
Cool. Anyway, so
That
good.
would work out. I would say total time for this whole exploration, infiltration, and rescue mission probably took about an hour. But while that's going on, the rest of you guys, so you've been sitting not as you are on the map right now, but in a clearing or in a secluded area, one of Moog's hidey holes, I think it was, that she took you to. So you're hanging out, waiting while they're gone. What are you guys doing, if anything? I know that Valdry, you were casting one of your spells, I know, or figuring out which, or no, you couldn't just cast. You would unless you left a slot open. You'd have to wait until the next long rest to prepare one. If you're talking, Paul or Don, we can't hear you.
I'm not talking.
Oh, okay.
Well, he was talking to you.
Oh,
We thought you were
oh, I'm
responding
sorry.
because you kind of looked like you were.
Did you have a slot open that you were then filling with this, or were you going to wait until the following day to prepare?
Oh, my divination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not have a slot open, so I would have to prepare that.
Okay. All right. So in that case, you guys are just basically idly passing time.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I? Oh, I can. Wait a minute. I can ritual cast that.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. I was
You can only-
expecting.
You can only ritually cast something if it's already memorized.
Yeah, unless you already have it prepared.
Okay. Well, then I will have to prepare it.
Okay. In which case, then, was there anything you wanted to specifically talk to either Roderick or Moog about? She's starting to get kind of restless and hungry, so she wouldn't mind some food if you've got some. But she's not brave enough to like. She's like Antsy. She wants to rescue her husband, but she's not brave enough to like go off on her own. She wants you guys to take care of things for her.
Does she want some good berries?
As an appetizer, she'd take him, sure. Felgalos asks Roderick, who he is, where he's from, and so forth. He briefly kind of goes over how he was captured. Which room was that in? Oh no, that's the abattoir.
Well, everybody's doing their thing. Mirror is inspecting her bowstrings because she's had too many snap lately.
Praying to the Roll20 gods to snap no more.
Yes.
Yeah, Roderick was a shepherd. He got captured by a hill giant some time ago, and he's very adamant that he wants to rescue some of his sheep before he returns home. So he says whatever kind of assault you guys are planning, he's hoping that whatever distraction you provide allows him to get in and free some of his sheep. And Felgalos says, "Oh, well, we might be able to accommodate something like that."
Are they branded?
He's probably made some sort of a mark on there, but based on the description that Groot gave, there are so many sheep. He's not
Right.
anticipating having the luxury of like sifting through however many dozens and dozens of sheep are in there. He's just going to basically kind of try and
Gather a flock.
Yeah, he's not quite sure how that's going to be accomplished, though, and wouldn't mind you guys maybe providing some advice. And Felgalos says, well, if it came down to it, I could probably knock down a chunk of that wall. And Roderick kind of looks at it. I mean, Felgalos is basically in halfling form himself, and he's like, you're stronger than you look. And Felgalos is like, yeah, you have no idea, actually. But beyond that, we don't really have a plan. We're just kind of waiting for the other guys to return. And beyond that, unless he looks over Emir and Samril and Baldry, do you guys have any plans on what to do when they get back?
Mm-mm.
Waiting for some intel. I mean, there's lots of we can't see much outside. We'd have to take care of that guard tower somehow. Maybe Felgalos could help with that.
Yeah, I could do that. I'm not terribly worried about arrows.
Just breathe on it.
But
Yeah.
Just breathe on it.
But yeah, I think that's a wise plan. Let's wait until they get back and kind of take it from there. So I'm just going to go ahead and move you three over there after about a total time, maybe 40 minutes with the fly time and getting in and out. They eventually show up. Actually, you'd be invisible, but you hear like the beating of wings and then like a thump, thump, thump as the three of them land. And are you guys going to, assuming, remove invisibility?
Yep.
Yes.
And yeah, so
We'll scare the shit out of them.
Ah! Jesus.
made you look.
Don't do that.
Look, we got another prisoner.
Did,
Unplanned, of course.
Did the other halfling know him? I assume he did.
Roderick, he says he doesn't know him personally, but he was there when he was actually no, he was already there when he was when Roderick was captured. Gavin was already there, and for his part, yeah, Galvin, sorry, not Gavin, Galvin. He said that he was actually out on orders from the Emerald Enclave, specifically looking for Groot Haug when he got captured by Hill Giants, and he had actually kind of made the discovery of, hey, this big building that's been sitting here under our noses for how long is actually Groot Haug, but he got captured before he could bring it back, which is part of the reason why you guys probably never heard more updates on it.
Yeah.
So he's been there for a while.
Oh, sorry, that was our fault.
Okay.
But he says, yeah, there's still there's a family there. They got brought in shortly after he got captured. That basically was a farmer and mother and the 3 children. The other guy that looks like a tribal warrior, he was brought in not long after that. He hasn't said a word to anyone since he was put in the cage, but yeah, he looks like he could be pretty formidable if he was released.
So, given all that, so there wasn't a lot of. There's two giants, an Etten, and some bugbears. I'm assuming our first priority would be to free the prisoners, and then do something, or is it conch first, then the prisoners, all at the same time?
Well, if we can get into
don't-
the pig pen area, I think we can easily take out the other guards.
Yep. You're right. We could just all get in the same way that we left, because we got water breathing, and we can swim up
Oh.
and in, and then at least enter. Then you guys can go nuts, kill whomever you want.
out-
We free the
Yeah.
we free the prisoners, and then we go right back out that way we came in.
We could do that.
How do you plan to get to the entrance?
Swimming. We can all swim.
So enter through the
Right.
through the logs,
Same place.
the same way you got out.
The same place that we got out. Sorry, there's five. So hang on, I got to figure out how many spells I can friggin' cast. Is there? So water breathing is 10 willing creatures.
Well, you cast it once. Well, you did a ritual thing, so it doesn't really matter how many times.
So I can have many of these going. It doesn't say.
Well, it's a concentration. You can only have one instance of it at a time.
It's not concentration.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Yep.
So
theoretically, we can go in. We're already water breathing because I do it every night at midnight or something, or every morning, and then we go in, and then I can cast water breathing on that entire group, and then they can swim out.
That's interesting that it doesn't require concentration. It
Nope.
looks like it's duration just 24 hours. So yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, you could cast it as separate instances, and Broderick doesn't really have any plans to do any kind of assaulting, and Moog is.
Oh yeah, no. This would be for the
party.
current prisoners. So the party already has it. We want to rescue 5 people in there, right? And I want to get them again with water breathing so they can leave. That was it.
Okay.
6 in there, aren't there?
Up to 10.
Yeah. So that'll cover everyone. Yeah. We go in there, kick ass, grab the prisoners, and swim out.
So that barbarian prisoner,
Mhm.
I don't know how we're gonna communicate to that thing. Think it'll know common? It didn't.
Well, they knew common when we last encountered barbarians, those
Okay.
tribes. So
Well, some of them did.
Probably.
Yeah, well, Okay.
we free him, he might want to do some. He might want to do some fighting
Right.
himself.
Exactly. Or put a good word in for us. You know.
I guess is that the
Yeah.
priority? Are the prisoners a priority as a group? Is that what we want?
Well, if you're going to do an assault, then Roderick wants to use that to try and free his sheep, but he can maybe work with Felgalos to do that. If Felgalos can also create a distraction and
Yeah.
time that distraction to coincide with you guys
Well, I thought.
going in.
Yeah.
He just needs to know how do you want to maybe signal, because he won't be able to tell where you are if you're underwater and you're making your way in.
Yeah. Felgalos could like
Right.
breathe on the orcs in that camp, and then that way,
Yeah. True.
he could get his sheep out.
Yeah, that's kind of what
Yep.
his plan would be, to maybe assume dragon form and just
Mhm.
do an all-out assault on the wall, and first break down the wall if he can to get access to the sheep, and then directly attack the orcs, keeping them busy while
Yeah.
Roderick gets in, grabs a few sheep, and takes off.
So
Sure.
could so you got sending right, Don?
I do.
So sending could be the start of the attack, right? Because he's outside, we're inside. You could use sending to say go now.
Mhm.
We'll
Yeah.
or he goes, and then we wait a minute, right? We hear people, we heard the ruckus, and then we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. It's a good plan.
Okay. Yeah, that
Yep,
would work.
We can do that.
So that's what they'll do. What else do you want to move? Just says, well, then I can just wait here.
Felgalos?
No, Moog.
Yes, Moog, you wait here.
Well,
Or do we want to
does
bring
Moog
Moog? Yeah,
want
to
to-
kick some. I
Does
mean,
Moog want to help? I thought she didn't want to help.
She's like basically a coward at heart. But she keeps forgetting that you guys have no idea what her husband looks like. So
Right. Yeah. That's the thing. We might
What's
kill
his
him by
name?
accident.
Well, what's his name?
I was just looking this up before. Hang on.
Because once we start this all up, we could be like, if a hill giant comes, we could be like, "Are you?"
Hruck.
Are you a good giant or a bad giant? We know your wife, Moog. She misses you.
Meshach.
Frock.
Frock. Frock.
What the frock?
What the frock? What the fuck of a frock?
Yeah, she I mean,
can't
she
read
gives
that.
you a vague description of him, but it can
He's
literally
a
match.
big hill giant.
For all you know, he's the one at the abattoir with the covered in blood. You have no idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like, she's, oh yeah. She could probably, she doesn't want to go into the water though. That's the thing.
Mhm.
She could
I
maybe,
mean, would she even fit through there?
it'd be a tight squeeze for a hill giant to get through
Yeah.
there. And she'd be like terrified of going in the water, and
Mhm.
she could maybe, Felgalos says, well, maybe she could like actually take it, well, she wouldn't really be up for like doing a direct assault on the wall. And she will absolutely refuse to engage in combat with other hill giants.
Yeah.
Would
Right,
she steal
right.
sheep?
Well, she's more
Yeah.
concerned. She is hungry.
Would she kill
There we
orcs?
go.
Yeah, she would have no problem. She didn't like the orcs much anyway. And
Couldn't she just chuck rocks
Wail
at the
on.
orcs?
Yeah, go wail on some
Yeah.
orcs.
she could maybe help move the boulder out of the way too.
Oh, yeah.
So
Right,
she could
yeah.
maybe move the boulder, and while Felgalos knocked on the walls to try and knock them down, and then once the boulder was out of the way, she could rush in and start causing mayhem, as long as someone was there to protect her. She's not just going to like run in by herself and attack the camp.
Right. Yeah.
So she would want, well, she doesn't quite understand how Felgalos, who's still in halfling form, is going to like somehow protect her from, because she's like super paranoid about Chief Goo and all the
She's
other.
probably never seen a dragon either, right? Or
She didn't volunteer any information that she has no idea that
Can
Felagos even is a
can he
dragon.
just change in front of her and show her?
He would prefer to wait until the time is right. But
okay.
Felagos kind of tries to say, yeah, don't worry, I'll be there. If you get attacked, I'll help defend you. But she would really, yeah. Galvin says that he'll go with, even though he's really overdue for reporting back to the Emerald Enclave. He appreciates you guys actually rescuing him and is willing to help out with this plan if it means more people get rescued. And that would include possibly even Moog's husband. But she's, yeah, without knowing where her husband is, she's just going to
Right.
kind of wing it.
It's tough.
So, yeah.
I
so,
have a bow as well. If you would like to borrow that.
oh, yeah, definitely. Because he's, you gave him what, a short sword before?
Yeah, and he can keep that if he wants, but the longbow I want back.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He'll give you them both back. If you can escort him back to, eventually escort him back to the Emerald Island, to Good Neighbor. Good Neighbor. Good Neighbor. If you can escort him to Fallout 4's Good Neighbor. Golden Fields. That's all he really
Sure.
that's all he would really need. But in the meantime, yes, he will work with Felagos and Moog to create a distraction and help defend Moog in case she's worried. And the plan will be, again, Moog is having trouble keeping track of strategies, but when she finally gets the communication, okay, there's going to be a big dragon flying around. The dragon's going to be on her side. And if the dragon flies away, she should run away.
Okay.
And Gavin will stick to that plan. Actually, the biggest fly in the ointment is Roderick. He wants to make damn sure he gets his sheep, but he's not.
I want my sheep.
He's not gonna die for his sheep. So if he sees the giant running away and the dragon flying away, yeah, he's gonna take off
Yeah.
too.
He's gonna ride a sheep on out of
Yeah,
there.
well, one way or another, he's getting out. But Felagos will hang back with them and wait for your sending signal, Don, as a signal to start the distraction.
Yep.
Okay, so he thinks that's a plan. They will move off. Well, I'll just put their tokens over off to the side to await your signal. So what about the rest of you guys? Now you're going to all enter through the tunnel. So why don't you guys position yourselves where you... Well, first off, put yourselves by the entrance. And
Where are our tokens?
you're at the very bottom of the map, in the mid-bottom
Okay.
part.
All right.
So kind of put yourselves in your marching order or swimming order, if you will.
Swimming order, sir.
Just put yourselves right at the mouth of the tunnel, because as you get closer, there
Yep.
will be some potential to maybe get spotted. And taking into account this is underwater.
It's all right, Paul. One last thing before. So we're going to swim in, which is fine. And then right at the start, I'm going to do that pass without trace so we can at least get in and get prepared.
Are we long
Mm,
resting
yeah.
before this happens? I hope.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
yes,
sorry.
yeah.
I thought you were doing this immediately. Okay, that
Oh, and God,
Oh,
I
no.
got, we
And
have to long rest.
Yeah.
okay.
Morning assault.
All right. So you guys are going to make camp then. All right. So where are you going to make camp? Are you going to stay in your hidey hole, or you're about a mile away from Grudhaug, or are you going to move elsewhere?
Are we in a good hiding spot right now?
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
stay in the
somewhere
hidey hole
where,
unless
Yeah.
there's a reason
where we
not.
could have a fire and stuff if we need
Okay.
to.
Okay, so you're going to camp there for the night. I'm assuming you're not lighting a fire.
No.
All
Cold
right.
rations, hardtack.
Okay, yeah.
Good berries.
Moog does not
Good
like that.
berries.
Mm-hmm.
She really wants some cooked food. So she wants to go out hunting.
Tell her it's a bad idea. We need to prepare. We're going to rescue your husband tomorrow.
Shh.
Okay.
quiet.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, this is not going to go well.
Yeah, Baldry's pretty good at it.
Why?
No,
I-
not so much.
Oh,
I try.
Groot gets into Groot's trying to be diplomatic, but it doesn't quite really work, and she gets like in.
Can I try going out hunting for something for her?
You can do whatever you want. Right now, she's having a temper tantrum and is
Yes.
she's gonna walk off unless
We need to calm her down.
somebody calms her down.
All right.
Somebody, for the love of God, calm her down.
Yeah.
Persuasion isn't my strong point, but I'll try.
Ah, well.
Oh, nice.
Woman to woman, you calm her down.
Yeah.
Uh,
Even with, I was actually going to have you do it at disadvantage because she's already pissed off, but even with the disadvantage of 14 is enough. All right. She
good.
pouts and like sits down with her arms crossed with a thud that makes the whole ground shake.
All right. I'll try going out and finding her some
Okay.
game.
So you go out running around looking for some game. You're able to find like maybe a warthog or something wandering around somewhere.
Sure.
In the swampy
Warthog.
areas around the Groothog, and bring it back to her. And yeah, you're not going to cook it.
Can somebody blast it with a
No,
firebolt
she doesn't
or
need
something?
it cooked. She can eat it raw.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, which kind of the other, especially the prisoners, are just like
Gross,
"Oh,
right.
God. So then I just need someone to make a check to see if patrol spots you guys. I will roll a d5. Mirror. Make a d20 roll.
Come on,
right.
here. Low,
20.
low, low. Oh,
Oh. Let's see. Make a percentile roll.
Where's that?
D100.
D100.
Okay.
56.
56 hill giants come rolling up to the.
Right.
They're spooked. Run away.
All right.
That was
So
a warthog.
while you are on watch, Mirror, you hear the sound of multiple creatures approaching. Not like
Okay.
large creatures, but multiple medium-sized creatures.
So maybe like a pack of dogs or something?
No, it sounds, you actually hear like harsh voices speaking a language. What
Oh.
languages do you speak?
I speak. God, I can't read. Dwarven, Elvish, Giant, Goblin.
Okay. You actually hear, it's actually only
orc.
two voices you hear speaking in Goblin, but they sound like they're coming from larynxes that are larger than goblins. And they're
Okay.
talking about, it sounds like these two, whatever they are grousing about having to schlep all this crap back to the den.
Good.
It looks like they're going to pass by, maybe about 20 feet away from the camp.
Oh, shit.
But it sounds like they're kind of in conversation and haven't noticed you. So
Okay. And it's
it
dark.
is dark. Do you have dark vision?
Yeah, we all of us in the party do. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So what do you want to do? you're kind of, I mean, this hidey hole is basically kind of nestled under a root structure of a tree and kind of off to the side. Like, think of where the hobbits hid from the
Mhm.
Right.
Black
Sure.
Rider.
Okay. Yeah, from the
Yeah,
ring wraiths.
exactly. Except that you're not near a road. It's just like supposedly in the
Right,
middle of nowhere,
right.
but these creatures, whoever they are passing close by.
Well, Groot doesn't really sleep. He kind of meditates or whatever. I'll tap him and just kind of whisper that, I hear some voices and just want to be ready in case something happens.
So you stay where you're at then, out of sight, or are you going to try and
Yeah.
see? Okay.
mhm.
If you don't come out and don't make any noise, Groot, you are awakened by Mirror, who whispers to you that what he just said. Is there anything that you wanted to do, or are you just gonna?
I'm gonna follow Mirror's lead.
Okay, so you guys just kind of hunker down, and eventually the two voices pass along in the direction of Groot Haug, but they do not discover your hidey hole, and
Nice.
yeah, they move on. And the rest of the night passes uneventfully. In the morning, Moog completely forgets who you are and has to be calmed down, otherwise she's going to attack somebody.
She is the dumbest fucking giant ever.
What do I have to roll for this again?
Yeah, Samuel, you did this before.
God dang it.
The
Calm down. We're not here to hurt
it
you.
was a DC 12 charisma check, persuasion check, persuasion.
Jesus.
Oh, nice! She's in love with you now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
lucky
God.
you.
She's like,
Wait,
Oh,
can I
get a
after I
re-roll
kiss.
get
Better you
Hawk
than
back,
us.
maybe I'll take you too. I can keep you between my legs. All right. That is
Yuck.
just a horrible thought.
Yeah, can I re-roll that?
First time
Give me one.
First
Give me
time you
one.
didn't want a crit. In any case, what time are you planning your assault?
7:03.
Well, you can get kind of close to that anyway. So, for those approaching through the water, Groot, you can kind of do, well, you can't carry everybody. You could carry maybe one or two people.
I'm not carrying anybody. We're gonna approach underwater. It'll be slower.
Okay, yeah, you're going to have to
Um,
swim, upriver
Or
then.
like steel
Yeah, I want to
feet.
save all of my
Yeah.
changing
For
All right.
in there.
in there just in case things go horribly wrong.
Okay.
Yep.
So the group's going to, coming from the north there, you're just going to enter the river, further up or downstream and then swim towards the place.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's going to be,
And then we'll have pass without trace on us. When we get in, I'll cast pass without trace on.
okay. That actually, do you have,
Samuel didn't move yet. Move your character up
From
there.
the center bottom. Yeah.
I don't know where my character is. Oh, there he is. I
Yeah.
was gonna say. I didn't know where the heck he was. Two moved him. Making my
so
way
then
up
the
there.
question becomes is how, Moog and Felgalos and Roderick and Garvin can approach without being spotted by the sentries in the tower.
Or I thought they were attacking the sheep shed.
Yeah, but
Gee.
if they're within come closer than a mile to this place, and unless they're camouflaged or hidden in some way, they're going to get spotted, and the alarm is going to get sounded early.
I thought
What? Don't-
Belgalos was leading the attack.
Yeah, don't dragons like fly through here all the time?
Yeah, but if he gets he can approach invisibly himself, but
I thought he was going to make a ruckus and attack
Right.
as a dragon and distract everybody, and everybody's going to pay attention. That's what I thought. That's what I thought he meant.
no, he was
That
going to
he
wait
was
for a
gonna be the
signal
distraction.
from. He was going to wait for a signal from.
Yeah, we were gonna send
Baldry.
a message from
Ascending, right?
Dom.
So he's gonna. But when he does that, that's when it's going to happen.
But okay, so how are the others going to approach without being seen? He can be invisible. Moog and the others can't.
Mm.
If they approach, especially Moog, within sight of that tower, basically within half a mile or possibly further out.
Well, how about those two hold back and they rush in once Felgalos starts his ruckus?
Right.
Well, by the time they ran a half a mile to the, it would probably be over. Felgalos could carry the two humans
Yeah.
there already in dragon form. He could wait, and he can fly pretty fast. So, he may not be able to, he can wait for your signal and then start flying. And then that would probably set off the alarm, which you guys would hear as a gong. They'll probably set off the gong. But he would make right for the wall with the sheep's pens and start his attack.
But if there's an alarm, maybe the stuff down here will go rushing out to take care of the
Yeah,
alarm.
we don't know.
I know,
right?
just could happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't see a way to simultaneously spring the attack of both of you at once unless they are somehow already there and hidden and waiting for the signal.
Well, I thought we said we'll give you the sending, and then we're going to wait a couple minutes to make sure that we hear the ruckus going on a minute or two, and then we go. That was the thought.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, it
if
seems
you're
like, about the only
inside
thing we
by
can
the
do.
pig pen, you doubt that you would hear, unless they sound the alarm,
Mhm.
that you would hear. If you heard that, if they set off that gong, if they bang that gong, you'll definitely hear that, or something similarly loud, like the sounds of a normal fight. Unless
Well,
the-
okay, say all right.
We'll
So
wait 5 minutes and go.
yeah, or however long. Yeah, we asked how long will it take from where you are to fly to get there?
if he was flying from a spot where the tower would not spot him, it would
Mhm.
probably take about 5 minutes for him to get there.
Okay, so we'll do send the message. We'll wait 5 minutes and then we go in.
Okay. Moog then will not be able to really partake in this battle because she can't move that fast.
Yeah,
Right.
That's
okay,
fine.
that's fine.
Hill giant speed, same as people. It's like
Yeah.
40 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, which, honestly, Moog feels just fine about. She's not really enthusiastic about this. Felgalos will do his best to take down this, the wall by himself. In dragon form, he's pretty damn strong. He's got a 25 strength when he's in dragon form. Okay, so in that case, Moog will hang back, and Felgalos will join in. All right, just getting his token set up down there. Okay, so you guys are in position then where you want to be when you do the sending, or do you want to position yourself somewhere else?
I think we're positioned where we want to be, aren't we? In the
Sure.
in the river stream.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get yourselves positioned into that stream. You're not spotted as you enter the complex that you're aware of anyway. You get into the tunnel. It's dark, but you can all see with dark vision. Valdry, actually, it doesn't matter if it has a verbal component. You can breathe underwater. So
Mhm.
you're able to cast Sending, and Felgalos sends a brief reply saying, "Alrighty, Chief, I'm on it. We're on our way." And you hear the Flight of the Valkyries playing in the background.
In my head.
Okay, so you wait for about 5 minutes, and are you staying underwater, or are you going to try and like peek your heads out and actually listen?
I think we should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's pop our
No
heads
reason
up
to-
from where we are. I doubt we'll be spotted.
Well, where you are, you're
Right.
you're basically kind of in a shallow tunnel that's essentially filled with water. So you're not here. You're not
Okay.
going to hear anything from where you are right now.
Okay.
So about 5 minutes pass. What do you want to do?
We enter the
We move up.
Yeah.
move up.
Make it happen.
Storm the beach.
Okay. So you pop up, and let me double
Move
check
up,
something
folks.
here.
Hey,
It
what's
starts
going
to
on out
get
here?
complicated pretty quickly.
That's complimented.
It's complimented. Okay. All right, you stick your head out and you look around and you get I mean, it's still very loud and very smelly. You see that as far as you can tell, all the bugbears and the Yetton are still down there. They do look very alert though, and they kind of keep glancing towards the tunnel facing to the entrance. But they have not moved from where they're at.
Okay.
Okay. So we want to sneak up and we want to rescue the prisoners. If we can get there and get to the prisoners before they see us, great.
Okay.
All right.
So whoever's going to do that, that will require an active strength check. You do not have advantage because everyone is on alert and looking around constantly. They're not like preoccupied.
What strength? Strength for what?
To open the cages.
Did
Oh,
I say?
so we're already
I'm
up
sorry.
there.
I said a stealth check.
You said
I
strength.
meant to say stealth. Sorry.
Yeah. Got it.
Sure, I will do that.
Okay, so Groot, you're going out. Go ahead and make a check.
This is plus 10. Ooh, 17. Actually, screw it. It's the end of the night. I'm going to make it 30.
Okay.
Right.
Is anyone joining Groot? If so, it would be an average of your rolls.
Yeah, I
I thought
will.
we were all going, aren't we? Or
Well, that's what I'm asking. I need to know who's going. Whoever's going to.
Everybody needs to stay within 30 feet of me.
Okay. All right. Then
Right.
everybody needs to make a stealth check and we will take the average.
Everybody gets a plus 10.
25.
23.
32, 25, and 30. So it's above, it's like 26, 27 average.
Let's see. How did you get a 30?
I took my
You took his inspiration. and
inspiration.
plus 10. I guess
He's
the plus
taking the
10.
20
Okay.
on his
I,
roll.
I rolled a 15, so
So the
25.
lowest roll is a
25.
23. The highest
Yeah.
is a 30.
No, highest is a 32.
Samro,
Oh,
yeah.
yep, Samro.
Oh.
So lowest is 23 and the highest is 32.
We got an average of 27.
I think that's what I said.
Yep.
well,
If they can beat that, more power to them.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
They earned it.
Yeah, they deserve it.
Yep.
Okay. They did not spot you. I had to
Okay.
average all their rolls too. Okay, so that roll will get you into the cage area without being spotted.
Okay.
The whole party.
Sweet.
Cool.
Cool.
So once
Everybody move in.
you're there, the family is again just kind of shell shocked
So
looking
there's-
at you, and
So they're still there, the whole shooting match,
Yep.
right? And nobody moved. Okay, great, awesome. So can anybody cast silence?
Baldry?
I don't have it prepared.
Okay,
That's
well,
fine.
I guess we are free and prisoners. I will.
I'm pretty weak, but I'll climb up and somebody wants to assist me on the witch doctor or whatever he is.
And who wants? Let's do an assist to who wants to climb and help me on the family.
I'll do it.
okay. So
Hey, Samro,
whoever's
you want to be with me?
What's
Yeah.
what's your strength, Baldry?
Oh, raging 11.
Okay, hold on.
Samro, you
So
probably.
you-
Mine's a raging 8.
Oh, you're an 8? Okay, well then you assist
Boy,
me.
we are kind of.
You
Well,
assist-
basically,
I got
your
a
aid-
19 without the.
I'm at 12.
basically if somebody is aiding another, you just choose one person to make the roll, and they would do it at advantage.
Yep.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
18.
Okay, both of you
19.
managed to roll the boulders off, and as far as you know, you are not observed. From outside, faintly coming down from the entrance, you hear a loud thudding noise and the sound of multiple
Nice.
voices raised. And then you hear a tremendous gong again reverberating throughout the whole facility.
I think something happened.
I think something happened. All right.
The rocks
So
rocks are
Lunchtime.
removed.
I'm gonna get all the NPCs together, and I'm gonna cast water breathing on them.
What's the barbarian dude do? What's his reaction?
Well, he's as soon as you open it up, or open the top lid, I should say, he climbs out and he then looks at each one of you, and then he bites his hand. You see blood running down the side of his hand. He then kind of looks at it and
He's gonna
puts his
go
hands on it, and he
berserk, yeah.
starts painting his face in his own blood.
Mhm.
Nice.
And he
Okay.
like reaches out to you guys, like offering his hand, like he wants to.
Yeah.
No, man, I already did mine. I'm good.
Sure, Valdry will
I'm-
touch it. I'll be your blood brother.
I'm gonna take some and I'm gonna put it on.
Anybody who wants to can make a
His war paint.
intelligence religion check.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Valdry doesn't know shit.
Well, Samuel of all people, you actually and also
Yeah, 21.
I was gonna say and Sorendiel,
I'm an educated man.
you
Yes, you are.
you recognize that this is basically a gesture of a sign of gratitude, that he realizes that he's in your debt, that you freed him.
Well, I say in common to everybody, and say, hey, gather around. We're gonna be getting out of here really quickly. I'm gonna be casting a spell on you called water breathing. It's gonna allow you to breathe underwater, and you guys are gonna go and swim away.
Okay,
All right,
so you cast water breath. The man
to get,
and the
All
so
right.
do we want who's guiding them out?
I
Well,
mean,
we're just gonna leave them here,
yeah,
right?
Okay. We gotta get right location, right?
Yes.
Do we want to start attacking people? Just to draw them away from killing the.
I think so.
Well,
Yeah,
I will volunteer to lead them here and say, you get in here, you will be able to breathe, you swim out, and then you can swim free and get to land.
Swim up,
Safe.
keep underwater, and we tell them, go a couple 100 yards out, swim to the east, right? East,
Mm-hmm.
pretty far, and then you'll be able to come up on land. And then if you wait there, we will find
Okay.
you.
Yeah, go about a mile up.
the barbarian seems to kind of just nod and not say too much. The husband, wife, and their kids, the kids are terrified, but the parents kind of
Yeah.
get that, hey, we're free. We gotta go.
We need to get
We need
out
to
of
get
here.
out of here. So they're going to accept your spell casting and go hell or high leather for
Does
the
the
sea.
Does the barbarian understand? I mean, should I talk to him in another language? I'll try goblin or orc.
If you say to him anything in Goblin or Orc, he just kind of looks at you strangely and kind of moves away from
Yeah.
you.
Weirdo.
I don't know what else I have.
Are you guys waiting for him to do this? Because if so, I'll need to make another roll here. You hear another gong from outside and what sounds like a
Let's go,
large
boys.
explosion.
All right, let's go, boys.
Oh,
Right
nice.
now or never.
Yep. Yep.
Well, like I said, I will
I'm gonna run up
guide
and
the,
look out there.
the
Yeah.
freed prisoners over to the water.
All right, I'm gonna
Okay.
go
You
over
guys,
here
if
and
you guys
look.
want to start some shenanigans, and then I'll join in.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on in the pig pen area?
The bugbears are kind of forming a sort of, well, they're kind of roughly where they were. But I think at this point now that they are alert enough that we're going to need to do initiative because they
Okay.
Okay.
are definitely
Yep.
paying attention. And I need to.
My initiative fantastic rolls are following through for tonight.
Oh wait, he's not a hill giant. He's an Eden. Hang on. Break this out. And then the bugbears. Crap, where are they? Nope, that's Felglos. Too many character sheets. Tim, I'm sure you can sympathize.
Oh, definitely.
All right, here we go. So, then okay, I think I got all of the ones that are immediately in this room. Okay, so bugbear. This guy is way at the back. I'll give him a disadvantage check. Baldry and Serendial and Samuel make a stealth check. Assuming you're trying to be stealthy.
Okay. I'm sure. What the hell?
And we're still at
I got
we're
a
still at advantage,
36.
right? Or not?
No, you are not at advantage.
Okay. Yeah, 12.
Okay.
18.
But we get,
Do we still get the pass without trace, or?
yeah, I
or
was gonna say, do we still get the plus 10?
And yes, unless that was temporary for some reason, I assumed that.
Oh, then 22.
I don't know if Paul's here. Pass without trace.
Well, we have to be within 30 feet of
Yeah.
him. of
Oh,
Groot.
right.
So,
then,
Baldry, that would not apply. Serendial,
Yep.
that would not. Serendial would apply to you. Samuel, I don't know if you're barely within.
Apparently.
well,
do
I
get
should
it.
have the 5 humans behind me too.
Correct.
So, and the barbarian is also.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to fight.
Well, he
with
doesn't
us.
have a weapon.
Okay.
He has fists.
He is the weapon.
Yeah, he would need a weapon to fight. He's not stupid. In any case, this bugbear way at the back spots Voldry leading this group of prisoners out, and he yells out in Goblin, which I guess Mirror, you would understand. Anybody else happens to speak.
Yep.
Hey, they're escaping with the prisoners, and he doesn't have. Yeah, he's not going to throw a javelin from that distance, and he. Then instead just basically does a double move. He can get basically up to the one of the streams right there. And that's as far as he can go. Samuel, you see and hear this, but it doesn't look like they've immediately spotted you.
Oops. Wrong one.
Alright, I'm going to move up to about there.
I don't know how to
And-
delete that.
What did you do?
60 feet away.
I drew a pink line.
Oh, okay. I'll get rid of it.
It was tinkling.
Was that a dash or were you going to do something?
Nope, that's just a
Okay.
regular move. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
On which one?
This one.
Okay.
Cue up the saxophone.
All right, DC's
Oh.
14 wisdom save.
Whoops. Ignore that 6, though.
He got a 14, which is exactly what he needed, I think. So he would take, excuse me, half for 6 psychic damage, I believe.
Does it say?
And he doesn't have to move away from you.
Yep.
All right. That was not the guy that was approaching, but now you've definitely got his attention. So he like swings around and sees you at the opening and kind of points. Ugh, he hurt my feelings. Bugbear number 2 is the guy across the way. He's not very close, so he's going to dash. He can make it to one of the feeding troughs.
He's gonna
not
walk
quite.
through the water.
I was going to say his movement is halved when he's crossing through the water, so he only gets that far. But he's moving in your general direction. And the one who just got blasted by the dissonant whispers, he's going to charge at Samral.
I hurt your feelings.
Yeah, he can dash up to you, but he can't attack. But he's now right in your face, brandishing a Morning Star. Baldry.
All right, I'm going to shout to the human, the family. I say, get back behind the wall, behind those crates, and stay there. I will tell you when it's safe to come out.
Okay. They.
I'm going to move up about 5 feet, and then I am going to. So this bugbear right here, I'm going to hit with Sacred Flame. Attempt 2.
That would be. He
So
has
he
hide
needs to make
armor
a
and a
D-
shield, so.
He need
it's a.
no DC 14
Dex
deck
save, sorry.
save.
Hello. Okay. He made it with a 17.
Dick. All right, bonus action. Spiritual Mac. So D9's probably a miss, huh?
That clangs off of his armor.
Yeah.
What's his armor class?
16 is what you need.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll save the inspiration. So let me grab my spiritual
All right.
Mac. It's a big Mac.
Big Mac attack.
I'll move it.
Okay.
Okay, then Mirror is up.
All right. I'm gonna move. Oops, I gotta click my. I move up there, and I'm gonna shoot at that guy.
The one that's right in front of Samral.
Yep. With my bow. Okay, he hasn't been hurt yet, has he?
He did
No.
take psychic
Yeah.
damage from.
He's
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Good. Okay.
Your bow snaps.
God!
bless
Very
it.
first shot after.
No, it doesn't. I'm using my inspiration.
Okay, all right. In that case, it doesn't, and that's actually enough to hit him as well.
Yes, all right. So,
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. It's just
oh,
ironic.
yeah, I know. I'm laughing. Go ahead. Yeah, so 16 there. I'm going to make him my mark.
Where does the fire damage
So-
come from again?
That's that from that artifact we found. So that's permanent.
Oh, that's
on
right.
my
That's
bow.
right. I keep forgetting you put that on
Yeah.
your. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's okay. And then add another
So
3.
19.
Correct. So that's my first attack, and then my second.
Same target.
Yep.
Okay. You kill him. He had 2 hit points left.
All
So
right.
he
sweet.
drops. He basically brandishes his Morning Star at you, Samral, and then all of a sudden 2 arrows just slam into his head, and he falls over.
dead.
Oh God.
Nice.
Whoops, did I hurt your feelings?
Yes, you did.
Very, very badly. So he is
Ah,
dead.
and I'll finish my move by just like moving over here.
Okay. Then Groot.
I'm going to step out and reach into my sack and hopefully pull out a big monster.
Yeah.
Let me just whip this out.
Pull a big monster out of your sack.
Ah!
Uh, what is that? Groot.
A millipede.
Yeah.
I
Big
Giant.
scary
It's
monster.
what behind the rabbit?
It is
Crap.
the rabbit.
did the wrong. I hate it when it was a panther. It's not bad.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Oh,
that not
that's
in there?
Not bad.
Should be in there. I screwed up and exited out of the Roll20 session. Oops. Um. All right. Panther.
I just
Panther.
dropped him.
Oh,
I don't
oh,
know.
okay.
That's a big panther.
Yeah, it's not that big, but okay. It's only 5 feet.
Okay. You move it where you want it and I'll resize it.
So I'm gonna chuck it and let's see how fast. Something a panther is pretty damn fast.
Yeah, I would think.
You would think so.
I'm gonna say 50. So I'm gonna say go attack that bugbear right over there. So I'm gonna do 100. He's gonna dash.
The pigs just scatter wildly.
Right.
And
leaps over the
that's
fence
it. That was an action, and I moved a little. And actually, I guess I'll step forward as a target, so people, hit me. I guess, and I'm done.
Okay.
Flutter goes, come over here.
All right. So now we get a bunch of bugbears that get to go. This guy across the stream. How does this work? He gets there, and then there. Yep. So he'll move up to right next to his buddy. And the next guy is, he's got a big ass panther right in front of him. So after he craps his armor, he will attempt to hit it with his Morning Star. He just gets one attack, which hits AC 14. Don't know if that panther is AC 14.
Is it an
That
armored
hits.
panther?
Okay. So that would be 11 piercing from the Morning Star.
Still up.
Not the kitty.
Bad kitty.
Better him than us.
Yeah.
Okay, a bugbear on the far side. He's going to try and dash across the river. Yeah, he's not even going to make it all the way across the bridge, so he will just wind up basically on the bridge. Serendial.
Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, they're so conveniently put together. I'm going to move here-ish, I guess. And then I'm going to zap a line lightning bolt
Yeah.
to try to get both of these and him.
And all those pigs.
Can I do that?
Pigs!
That's a
He's gonna make bacon.
offering to what's her name. That'll be like
Yes.
Bacon.
Bacon offering.
to what's her name again?
Chief
Moo?
Goo?
Moog.
No, Moo.
Moog?
Oh, Moog.
Moog.
Okay.
Your offering pleases me.
Okay. Can you draw a line indicating which ones?
Sure. Hold on.
Because I will need them all to make dex saves. So 2 bugbears and Oinker Boinker. Okay.
Yep. Yep. That's
And
exactly what I was going
Boinker.
for.
All right.
Could have rolled better on
Crap, I
damage.
just opened the chat in another window. I hate it when that happens. I didn't want to do that. How do you fix this?
Fix that.
Because now it's like gone. I did this before. You double click on the chat thing, it like permanently gets removed. Oh, for frack's sake. Okay, give me a second. I gotta open a new session here.
Do 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 do.
I hope this doesn't
Do,
screw up the
do,
stream. I don't think
do,
it will,
do.
but One never knows with roll 20. Okay, I think I'm okay. All right, so let's see here. Chat is visible. Oh my god, all my windows were open. Oh god, okay. All my creature windows were tied to that instance, of course. I'll open these one at a time as needed. All right, so I need a dex save from the bugbear. DC is what? 15? Failed. And failed. So the two bugbears will each take 23 damage, which would still leave them up, but badly scorched. Boinker Boinker. Let's see, he was an Etten. He needs to make a dex. Oh, he's not very dexterous. Yeah, he got a 6. So he takes the full 23 as well. He's got considerably more hit points, so he's not as badly crisped. Okay. And there was nobody behind them, so that's it. Anything else? You moved to that position to do that, I suppose.
Yep.
So, okay, so Oinker Boinker goes next. He kind of goes, "Rah!" one head and "Ah!" with the other head. And he pulls
his
out
name
this
Zapod by any
enormous
chance?
battle axe from off of his back, and he just starts boom, 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 running towards you. His speed is 40, so he's going to dash 80 feet towards you, smashing troughs aside as he goes.
Super.
And he's running right at you, Sorrentil, with his battle axe.
All right.
He gets up to there.
Oh, and I am blade dancing.
Ooh.
So I'm blade singing.
Okay, and that was Oinker Boinker. We've got another bugbear who's going to dash.
Where did he come from? Oh, that one.
He's going to be able to draw about even with Oinker Boinker. He's also going at Sorrentil. Samrel, it is your turn.
Let's see.
Oh, hang on. I got to do what I was
gotta
originally
figure
planning to do here. I forgot to do it because of the stupid problem I had. The problem. It started again.
It's a 30-foot cube.
All right.
I can really only get 2 of them. Alright, I'm gonna move to here. And then I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on Boinker Boinker.
All right. That is a wisdom save, I believe.
Yep.
He got a 1.
He takes 11 and he has to use his reaction to run the hell away.
Okay. You move his full speed away 40 feet from you, which would basically you'd make him retreat to about where that bugbear is. Over there. Okay.
Save me! That's what he's gonna say to the bugbear.
Okay.
Scared.
And the bugbear, let me just make an intelligence check for him. Yeah, he's not going to waste his time with fighting this inanimate object in front of him. He will instead go for you, Valdry. He's going to dash right up into your face, but he can't do anything apart from that. He is also brandishing a Morning Star. That bugbear is dead, so Valdry, it is your turn.
Well, since he's right here, I am going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Give yourself an aura for the appropriate radius. And if I recall correctly, that's at the start of their turn type of thing.
Correct.
I know that Paul casts that frequently in Tim's campaign. It's very effective.
Yep.
All right, so I'll try to remember that.
That's a good roll, too.
Oh. What did I
Yeah, that
do?
is a good
Okay,
roll.
what? Token aura. There we go. I will do 15-foot radius. Boom.
All right. You get the Raiders of the Lost Ark
Well,
action.
But Spiritual Mac is close to Oink
Yeah.
Oinker,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
It is.
So let's see.
Doesn't he have to be within a certain distance of you?
60 feet, I thought.
Yeah, I can control it to 60 feet. Spiritual Mac
Yeah.
is within 60 feet of me.
Yep. Yep. It is. So
He
yes.
Yeah, it can only move.
Right, he happened to
20.
go right where.
Yeah. Exactly. He just ran right into his arms. He is not wearing armor. He's just got this blood-drenched like apron-like thing on. So his AC is basically his skin.
Damn! Holy shit!
Bam!
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
So he takes 18 points of damage from a spiritual Mac.
Awesome.
He's like, oh! And the other head says, you idiot, why'd you run towards it? The other one says, shut up! Okay, Valder, are you going to move? Right now you are in a threatened area from the bugbear.
Can I disengage back?
That would be
No.
an action. Unless you're a
Okay,
thief, you don't really have that option to do
Yep.
as a
So
bonus.
then, nope. I'll stand my ground.
All right, Mirror, you are up.
All right. Big guy's been injured.
Yep.
So I'm gonna shoot at him. First, I'll do my mark because the other one died. All right. And then I'm gonna do my longbow.
Definitely hits.
Okay, so that's 18 plus 4, 22.
Okay, he's still up. He's swaying, but he's still up.
Okay. And one more shot. Did I hit?
Not quite. It bounced off of his tough hide.
11. Okay, yep. Okay. I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Okay, Groot.
Do the Panther first. Sorry, it has pounce. The Panther moves at least 20 feet. Can I pounce at the end of a dash?
No, it's got to be part of a normal move because dash is a double. Basically, it's a double move. It uses your action.
Ah, right. Yeah.
I'll bite him and I will miss.
Yes, the bugbear that would miss.
Fine. Okay, so then I will do. Move to right there. I'm not in the middle of a lightning bolt, which is good. Then I want to
The
do
night is young.
that. I'm going to have the staff. That's my staff. Attack.
Which is not quite that big, I assume. Well,
It's that big.
it's
It's
a 10
huge.
foot. Oh, it's right. Okay. Actually, it would be bigger then, wouldn't it?
It'd be as big as one of the squares, wouldn't it?
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's just basically how big he is.
I'm assuming a 12 misses.
The bugbear, yes. He's got hide armor and a shield.
Well, then I am done.
All right. Then we've got some remaining bugbears to take care of here. Let's see. This guy moves up to there. This guy has a panther in front of him, which he's going to whack at with a morning star. He drops his morning star.
Nice.
The bugbear on the bridge keeps on chugging. He's gonna get to there, then he'll basically make it up to that column with a dash, and we're up to Sorendale.
Okay. I'm going to click my heels together to get my boots of speed running. So that'll let me run. Ooh, I go pretty fast now. Let me just double check how fast, because Blade Song already has me going quicker. 10 feet, so I'm 40. I'm double that, 80 feet I can move. All right, so as my regular move, I can move 80 feet. I want to go, well, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Nothing really matters.
I'm going to go here so that if Big Boy keeps coming, he's got to run into there. So I'll go here. And then I'm going to, how far away am I from him now? 55 roughly. I could be a real dick about this. Nah, I'm just gonna go for the straight up. I'm gonna Zod him. I'm gonna Zod him at a higher level though. Well, I don't want to waste it.
Who are you zotting and with what?
I'm just gonna shoot him.
Just Oinker Boinker?
Just Oinker Boinker. So DC 15 deck save or 29.
It doesn't matter. He had 8 hit points, so you basically
Nice.
fry him, and he falls over into the water, which is electrified by your lightning bolt and sending sparks flying all up and down the water. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
nobody
luckily-
else, or fortunately, nobody else was in there. But
Right.
he is definitely
Like
dead.
hostages.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You did. That would have been great if you'd have said, "Yeah, hide in the water."
Oh.
Whoops.
Ooh. Oops.
Um,
Sorry.
From this
Don't worry,
hallway,
I've
you
got
hear the
silver
sound of massive thudding footprints as something runs towards the room.
Okay.
Oinker Boinker is dead. We get a bugbear, and he. Oh boy,
Is that the bugbear on me?
no, that's the one that's up between Samrel and Groot.
Remember the hill giant over here.
He's gonna run towards Groot, unless nope, it doesn't matter. So he will run up, not charge up, and swing at Groot with a Morning Star.
Do we remember the husband's name?
Yes. Hruck.
Okay.
He missed you, Groot. Samrel is up.
I'm going to come swing at him.
18. That definitely hits.
7 points of piercing damage.
I think ultimately we need to take out Goo because her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Well, yes, ultimately that is the
milkshake.
plan.
Okay, so this bugbear that's in your spiritual thingy.
Yep.
Is
So he's
gonna
got to
make
make
us-
DC 14 Wisdom.
Thank you.
Half if he makes it, full if he doesn't.
He made it, so he takes. I gotta look up what the damage was here.
He takes 11 then.
Yeah, 11.
Points. And he does not like that, and he's intelligent enough that you're the one that cast it. Although he really doesn't like that lightning shooting out of the other guy. Actually, you know what? Let me do an intelligence check to see if he's smart enough. Nope, he's going after you. He's gonna whack at you with the Morning Star. Possibly, if Roll20 actually acknowledges that I clicked something. There we go. Oh God, he dropped his frickin' Morning Star. Nope. No soup for you. Valdry, it is your turn.
Well, since he's right here, I'm gonna do a little. Well, let's see. That's an action. Yeah, I'm gonna toll him dead. Hopefully.
Wisdom save for the bugbear. Come on, white roll 20. Aren't you doing that? Okay, that he did better. 17.
Okay.
That's a cantrip, correct?
Yes. So he doesn't take anything, unfortunately. Kick him in the nuts while he's bending over to pick up his.
Okay, so while you're doing that, Mirror, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, seeing my other mark has died, I am going to shift it to that lucky recipient. And is that, can I tell if that one's been damaged?
Make a make a wisdom check.
Okay. Where's that?
Yes, he definitely looks like he's been damaged.
Okay.
Insight is actually what I was looking for, but wisdom works too.
Oh, my bonus action pod. I'm
Oh,
gonna
I forgot
move,
about the
my
Mac.
spiritual Mac up farther.
Sure, that's
So I-
fine.
By the piggies. Hi, piggies.
I'm sorry, go
So-
ahead. Mirror, you target him.
Yep. Yep. So looks like 18 total.
Yes, that's enough to get past his hide armor and shield. So that is actually enough to kill him outright. So he drops to
Sweet.
the ground dead.
Yay.
All right. Guess I'm gonna switch my mark then to this
Uh,
guy.
Can you do that twice in a round?
It's a well, probably not.
If it's a bonus action, it's only one. You only get one bonus action. a
Yes,
turn.
it is a bonus action. Yep. Okay, so I won't do that, but I will target him.
And I'm sorry, is it this guy you were targeting?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, because the snake and stuff are in the way over there.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Definitely hits.
All right.
So 16.
Yeah, and I don't know if that one's been injured or not. So it has now. So next
Yes,
time
it
I
is
can
definitely
add
injured
Which
at
one
this
is
point.
has
So
been
s-
injured?
So 16. Huh?
Which one are you asking? It's been injured? Oh, that one. Okay. I haven't touched that one.
Yeah, I don't think so. So 16.
Anything else?
Nope, I'm staying where I'm at.
Groot. You're on mute, Paul. Attack.
Panther to attack.
Okay. That definitely
That
hits.
hit.
Nice.
3 piercing. It's a distraction.
Yeah, right.
Kitty.
Okay, so Staff of the Python will attack the one on Aldry. And
He drops his
drop
tail.
his own tail. I think Groot's gonna, why not add to the menagerie? Roll 1d8. Come on, elk!
God, the pigs have to be freaking out with all these
Yeah. A
The
pig.
giant rat.
giant rat. Well, if this was Elden Ring, I'd be pretty formidable.
Oh well.
Hate those frickin' things.
Giant rat. That's a big
Yeah,
rat.
I don't think he's that big.
Oh, it's a rodent of unbelievable size.
RUSs. It's gonna attempt to bite that one.
I don't think they exist.
And
I'm sorry,
15.
Which one is he going after?
The one that's right
Same
next to
one.
me.
Right there? No, not the
Yep.
same one. He
Oh, yeah, right.
dropped him right there.
One that's right next to me. Yep. It's a 15 hit.
That is not quite enough. His shield kind of bonks him away.
That was a really good hit for rat. 6
Yeah.
piercing. It would have been. Holy crap.
Wait,
Yeah,
giant
that's it.
rat is supposed to be a small beast. Why is he so big?
I don't know.
Oh, he's so big?
It seems like a motor size. I mean, for a rat, he's giant, but he's not
Right.
Yep.
like the size of a giant.
I'm done.
Okay, that's it for, and you're just gonna basically control, be like Doctor Strange here, managing everybody.
Right.
Once I say attack, they attack. So, and pulling something out of my sack takes an action.
Oh, that's what you did. That's right. You're summoning. You're pulling rats out of your sack. Okay.
They make a powder
so
for
that
that now, you know.
Yeah, an ointment might be. I need
An
unguent.
An unguent.
The bugbear on the panther is gonna swing back at him. Hits with a 21, so 10 piercing damage from
Dead.
a morning star. Okay.
Interested.
Bye, Panther.
He was useful while he lasted. This bugbear.
Served your purpose.
Yes. He will charge up towards Groot as a dash. That's all he can do, so Serendial's up.
Okay. This guy's still up behind me, huh?
The one between you and Valdry, yes.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna stab him and then firebolt him. So I'll do the firebolt first,
Holy shit.
and I'll do the stab.
9
stab.
bounces off of him.
18.
18 definitely hits, though, with the rapier.
So that's a rapier of wounding. So 8 piercing, and at the start of each of his turns, he takes 1d4 necrotic, and then he can make a DC 15 con save to stop the bleeding.
Since that's so
Nice.
complicated, you can remember that.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
I will. That's my turn.
All right. So then, from the other room around the corner, you hear thud, 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 thud as this hill giant comes charging into the room. He looks around. What the hell is going on? And basically runs off the edge and lands on the trough, which basically flips it end over end in 2 pieces. Does this, it like as far from a superhero landing as you can possibly get. And that's all he can do is he basically dashed in, and that's where he landed. Bugbear, which bugbear? Okay, the bugbear that's got the giant rat. Boy, he was going after you, Groot, originally, but let's see if the rat distracts him. Nope, Groot, he's gonna keep swinging at you. 15, does that hit you at all?
That does not.
Okay, he misses then, so Samril is up.
I will keep swinging at the one next to me
Okay,
there.
that's the one that just attacked Groot. Oh yeah, that hits.
12 points of damage.
Nice.
And he's still up, but you may have drawn his attention from Groot. Let's see, the guy who's persistently standing between Serendial and Valdry. Okay, so first, well, since I've got the rapier of woundings right up there, he takes 1d4. Why don't you go ahead and roll that, Serendial?
Okay.
Ooh, 4
Nice.
points. Necrotic. Okay, so now he gets to make a con save.
DC 14 wisdom. Oh, on
15
the
for
necrotic
for the necrotic.
Yeah. first.
So he looks like he made his save, so he takes basically half that.
So he takes all of it, but he no longer bleeds.
Okay, so he staunched the bleeding essentially.
Yep.
Okay, so now he also needs to save for the spiritual
Yeah.
guardians, which,
Yeah. DC 14 wisdom.
and he failed that, so he takes.
So he
Wow.
takes 22.
All right, yeah, he had 4 hit points, so they just basically. He's like, I laugh at your rapier of wound. Gets ripped apart by the
Shit,
spirit.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so he is dead, which means he takes no action. Sorry, wah wah wah. Voldry, it is now your turn.
Okay. Valdry's going to move up and put his aura around the 2 bugbears
Ooh.
that are against his buddies.
Take that.
And then I'm going to move the spiritual Mac. Can't quite get up to the one. Gets to about there.
He's using a walker to get up there.
I'll be right there, you son of a bitch.
Stop moving so fast.
God damn it!
Mirror, it is your turn.
Oh, that's
Okay, before I shoot this thing there, I'm gonna just yell out, "Fuck!"
oh yes, Ruck.
Okay.
and see if he turns his head towards me.
In giant, right?
Yes, in giant.
Okay. Well, it's a name, so
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't appear to take any special notice when you yell that.
All right.
All right then.
I am going
Good thought,
to...
though. Actually, I'm going to give you an inspiration for that because that was actually
Oh.
intelligent.
Thank you. I will
Not-
take it.
Not meaning the rest of you are dumb or something.
Yeah,
I'm just
right.
saying
Well,
that
I was gonna
in-
say, were you like surprised by Dave being
Yeah,
intelligent?
You
or
should be.
what? Wow, that was really intelligent. Dave. I'm so surprised.
All right. Now I'm going to launch my offensive.
Okay.
19.
All right. Let's see. He's a big bastard. He has an AC of 13, i.e., the broadside of a barn, so that definitely hits.
Nice. So looks like 13 damage. And I'm going to make him my hunter's mark also. And then I'm going to do my second attack now that he's wounded.
Ooh.
That
I'll take that inspiration.
no, actually, the 14
oh,
hits.
no.
Good, good call.
Yeah, you
Oh,
good
good
call.
Oh, the 14 hits?
Yep.
Unless
yeah.
you want the critical, though. You might want the critical.
You want the
Yeah, I
crit,
want the
though.
crit.
All right. Yeah. Then you can use your inspiration.
Yeah. So looks like 13, 28,
29.
29 plus the 5. So 34.
All right. Walk, walk.
Thunk, thunk,
He's
thunk, thunk, thunk.
kind of staggers back a bit and he just yells in fury. Okay. Any
He's
movement or are you staying
furious.
where you're at?
No, staying where I'm at.
Groot.
All right, we'll try a staff. He'll bite. Actually, no, he'll move right there and come on, roll, roll. Can you roll?
Yeah. Roll 20 for some
God.
reason. Is,
Damn it!
Jeez.
nope.
Then we'll try the giant rat. That's a miss. And then Groot will pull the last thing he has in his sack. Just to see what
Reaching
happens.
way down now.
Come on, 8. Oh, another panther. And then the panther.
Jesus.
That's a big panther.
Yeah. Oop.
The panther. And the panther will attack this one of those dudes too with a bite.
There
Let's
you
see. I'm
go.
trying to think. Yeah, we can just say the rat scoots over just enough to make it. He's
Ooh, a 20. Nice.
8 piercing to one of the to that.
yeah. Give
that
me a
one.
second. I gotta really zoom in. There's a
There's a lot of
a
stuff.
lot of name tags obscuring each other here. So let's see. 8 piercing. He actually had 8 hit points, so he drops.
There we go.
Nice.
And I'm going to move him out of the way because he's kind of in the way. Okay, let's see then. Bugbear next. That was his turn. He's next. He's dead, so he doesn't get a turn. The one after him, though, is the one that's remaining. Well, he's
And he's in my aura.
yeah, he is. So he needs
Yes.
to make a wisdom save.
Yep.
DC 14. He got a 10, so he failed. He takes how much?
22.
Jesus, that was a good roll.
It was.
And he had 11, so he's dead.
Nice.
So he's out of the rotation. Serendil.
Okay. So both those guys are gone.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll toss him over.
All
the side,
right,
too.
then I'm gonna run over here,
All right. Who's next?
and actually, I could probably make my way over here. I want to be more over
Bring it
here.
on.
Yeah, zap zap.
Yeah, you can kind of
Actually-
treat that fence as kind of difficult terrain to vault over it or whatever.
Okay. Well, I can move 80 as a normal move.
So just, yeah, subtract
So-
5 feet. That's plenty.
I'll move here actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and zap both of those with a lightning bolt.
I'm sorry, both of Well, I'm sorry, I was really zoomed in.
The hill giant and the
Oh,
bugbear,
bugbear
in
and the hill
front of
giant?
him.
Yep.
right.
Basically like that.
Kaboom!
Kaboom.
Deck save for the bugbear. He got a 16, which is enough. So he will take 12. And the hill giant, known for their decks, not. Oh, he actually got a 16 too. So he will
Jeez.
take 12.
Grrr.
Okay, so there's another big flash. By the way, you keep hearing more similar flashes and lightning bolts from
Sure.
outside,
Yep.
punctuating this battle as well. I'm sorry, you were going to do something additional?
No, I'm done. That's
You're done?
it.
Okay. All right, so this hill giant he turns his attention solely on you, Serendial, and charges right towards you. Let's see. Well, the bad news is he can reach you. The good news is
Okay.
that he took all his movement to do it. He did not treat that fence as difficult terrain in the slightest. He just basically plowed right through it. But that was a dash, and that is all he can do this round. But now you've got a big hill giant in your face. He's covered in blood. He smells terrible. I mean, he smells like a walking abattoir.
All right.
Bugbear is dead, so Samuel, it is your turn.
All right, so I guess I just turn myself on him.
Go.
Oh, I forgot
Eey.
about the Odiug. Hang on.
Oh,
I'm just going to have him go on his turn. So I'm just going to say this Odiug was about following him, but he's not as fast.
okay.
Good. Would I have been able to zap him?
I'll have him make a dex check or a dex save. Yeah, he would have made it.
yeah.
So
Okay.
I'll say he takes 12 from that last one. Okay, so sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Does a 15 hit?
You're targeting the Odiug?
Oh, the
No,
Oh, the giant. Okay.
giant.
Yes, he has a 13 AC.
Okay, so 15 points of damage to him.
And he's a giant,
And
right?
he has a
Yep.
giant.
Well, that's where one of those. Oh wait, he gets
Strength save. Oh, firstly, that
Strength
you
saving
included the
throw or
damage, but he
fall
needs to
prone.
make a strength save.
yes.
Yeah, to see if he falls prone or
Oh,
not.
nice.
He actually got a 7. So he
All right.
falls prone.
Boom.
Lay your ass
Thud.
down.
Laid him out. And okay, that's Samuel Valdry.
All right, I am going to move over so I get the giant in my aura.
Ooh.
And then
Smart.
I am going to target the Odiug.
Stay,
What?
stay. You should stay far enough away so he
Okay.
can't hit you. He's got like a 10-foot
Okay.
reach.
Right.
Yep.
So not bring him into my
Back
aura.
up 5 feet. Well, no, back up.
No, you can. You just don't have to. It doesn't have to be
Okay.
fully in the
All right.
aura.
Yeah.
Back up
Just
5 feet.
gotta,
All right,
just gotta touch him.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
I'll touch him a little bit.
There you go.
And then I see
Well.
the Odiug, and so I'm going to try and hit that gross ass thing with a guiding bolt. I'm going to cast that at second.
Hey, that was mean, man.
What did he ever do to you?
So does a 19 hit?
Odiug. Yeah, he's got a 14 natural AC.
Then he takes 15 radiant.
+2 for the higher level cast.
Yep, so 17 total.
Nice.
All right, let me just double check his things here. Doesn't seem like he's got any kind of resistance to anything like that, so he takes full damage.
And then I'm going to move the spiritual Mac towards Mr. Giant. Oh, don't mind this. Doctor's orders. Spiritual Mac coming at you.
Doctor's orders. Mirror, it is your turn.
Am I within that 10 feet of him?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I can't move. Oh,
You
it's-
can move
the
anywhere
prone
you
right
want to,
now.
but he will definitely
He's
get an
prone.
attack in.
He's prone.
right.
no,
He's
but
prone.
he's prone, so he shouldn't get an attack of opportunity, should he?
Yeah, he's
Why
prone.
would that prevent an attack of opportunity? You may be at disadvantage, but that would.
Because I think when you're prone, you don't.
Let me double check that, because I could certainly be wrong.
Prone condition.
It's probably not gonna attack me anyway, but
Yeah, disadvantage on attack rolls. Attacks within 5 feet have advantage.
I don't say anything for saying it prevents.
Okay, well at least
Nope.
he is disadvantaged though at least. So
Yes, he definitely. will.
right. Yep. I'm gonna do that first, and I'm gonna move back there.
You're gonna do what
So-
first?
Move to where in the corner here.
Okay, so he is going to take an attack
Yep.
with his great club. Disadvantage, he got a 12, which I think would miss you.
Yep, that would miss. Yep. Okay. So, do my hunter's mark again. And oops, I took ignore that colossal thing on that.
dang.
That hits.
Okay. So it looks like 20, 22.
All right.
And
Still up, but swaying. Oh my God. Never mind. He had 9 hit points left.
nice.
Your next shot just basically gets him right. It goes in one cheek and out the other and sticks there. And he's like, you skewer his tongue partially out of his mouth and he falls
Nice.
over onto his ass, completely collapsing the fence behind him.
Sweet.
Thud. Slub is no more.
Slub.
Slub. Thank God it wasn't
Slub the
crook.
the butcher / abattoir, whatever. Okay, so you moved and you shot, so that's and you scored. So Groot, it's
Yes.
your turn.
All right, so the python's gonna dash to here. The panther's gonna dash to there, and the rat's gonna scurry around Groot's feet. And let's see here. What do I want to do? Actually, I think I'll just shoot a bow at the Odiug. Come on, roll 20.
Damn, I just hit my mic.
15 hit?
15. Whoops, let me get the hill giant out of the way. The Odiug is 14 is what you need. So yes, you hit.
9 piercing. And I will move forward to about there. Actually, I guess I'll bring the rat with me. He doesn't move very fast. But,
Okay, Serendial's up.
All right. I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and I'm gonna Scorching Ray and Fire Bolt the Otyug. So Scorching Ray.
That definitely hits.
Fire Bolt.
And that also hits.
So 3 hits. 12,
23.
23. That's my round.
Nice.
Ping, 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 ping. All right, I'm going to keep Slub in the initiative order and use that for the Odiug because I was going to have him move in tandem. Okay, so he sees the snake slithering up, so he's just going to move forward and do 3 attacks.
Whack,
So
whack,
first
whack.
attack is a bite, which hits AC 15.
yep,
All
that
right,
hits.
so he takes 13 piercing damage, and it is a creature, so he needs to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. Okay, he failed.
Nope.
So this really doesn't matter because it's a summoned creature, I
This-
think, but
It's a staff. Yep.
but basically he'd be diseased until cured. It's not
Okay.
the same snake that you summon each time, is it?
It's a staff. It's my staff snake. So yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same thing. It turns into staff and turns into
Yeah,
snake.
so I'm not sure it would
Uh,
apply. But he's still going to keep whacking it. He gets a tentacle. Let's see which
Tentacle.
one.
It's a
All right,
tentacle.
hang on. Let's see how this works here. And how far is this reach? Not far enough to get anybody else. So he swings at the snake. Is it AC 8 enough to hit? I doubt it.
nope, that is
Okay.
not.
Second slam, AC 10.
That's a
Okay.
miss.
All
That's
right,
a miss.
so nothing there.
Nice.
Okay, so he kind of flails around, but doesn't do much beyond biting him. Samral.
On what turn do these guys go?
Yeah, they haven't really done anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't gone in a while. Are they all gone? Did you delete them all
I
by
may have
accident?
deleted them by accident. It's a good point, though. They're just not going to sit there. So let me just re-roll their initiative and see where they wind up. 16 and 13. Okay. So after Samral, that one guy will go, and the other guy will go after Groot.
All right.
That was very honest of you, because I would have just obliviously kept scrolling past him.
Yeah, I didn't see him on the order. And
Yeah,
so
I
it's
think
kinda
I
like,
may
oh,
have
it
gotten overzealous
feels
with the
like
delete,
they-
but sometimes it doesn't register right away, and I think I have to click it
Mm.
twice, but they may have been stacked next to each other.
Mm.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just gonna move up a little bit, and I'm going to try to cast slow on the Odiug.
Smart.
My favorite spell to educate. So let's see.
Yeah,
Wisdom saving throw. Honestly, I kind of hope he fails.
I know it's kind of a pain in the ass spell.
14.
Oh, that DC's 14.
Yep.
They
So
made it.
he made it.
So I think it's nothing.
Yeah, I think it's an all or nothing type deal.
If you succeed. Yeah.
So he's not slow. Were you going to move at all, or are you staying put?
I did move already.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Before
Got
I
a little
cast,
closer.
so. I mean, I didn't move 30, but whatever.
Okay. The bugbear that I guess he must have just been flabbergasted that the panther died. Now kind of wakes up and decides he's going to rush to the defense of the Odiug for whatever reason. He's basically just going to have to dash up there, and that's all he can do. Baldry.
Okay. Well, I am going to, let's see. I'll target the Odiug with we'll do Sacred Flame.
Nice.
6 radiant, that's a little weak.
DC 14 dex save. He failed, so he takes all
So
6 radiant.
6 radiant, and then I'm going to move the Spiritual Mac down towards the bugbear where Mr. Panther is.
Okay. And you're staying put? Okay.
Yep.
Mirror.
All right, I'm gonna target the nasty beast. So I'll move my mark on him, and he's been damaged already. So do that. 15 hits.
Yes, it does.
I believe. So it looks like 20. Looks like 15, 27,
28.
28. Okay.
God
And
damn.
then another
He has 19 hit points.
That's-
That's enough to kill him. God, you and that frickin'
Yes!
bow, man. He drops, and his tentacles just kind of collapses in a gross pile of goo.
Calamari's on me.
We found goo.
Yeah, that was Chief Goo. You just killed her.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oops.
any movement, or are you staying put?
I'm staying put.
Okay, Groot.
Panther will attack and miss. The staff will attack. You fucking miss. Oh my god. What a freaking waste. And Groot will shoot the.
It keeps them occupied. That's
It does. He will shoot whatever it is on the staff on the snake.
Bugbear.
Bugbear.
17 lit.
17. 12 piercing.
Yeah,
That's a
that
good
is
roll.
good. Actually, he had 12 hit points. He drops.
nice.
Sweet.
So you got one bugbear left, I think, and that's it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is it his turn? Yeah, he's gonna go down defending the piggies, I guess. And so he's gonna swing at the panther in front of him. And why won't it take the first click every time? Takes 2. Okay. Yep. 8. Whoosh. Missed. Panther. He's dead. Serendil, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna magic missile and firebolt the last one. So
He's gonna get
5,
blown
6,
in.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
He had 4 hit points left.
Nice.
Kaboom!
Boom.
So you can, well, the firebolt's a cantrip, but to get combined, you definitely blow him apart, and he falls backwards into the trough and dies. So
Okay, so
Nice.
at the moment, you've cleared this area of enemies.
Yes.
However, there's still a lot of activity going on outside. There's a full scale, alert that's been summoned. So I'm going to end the session right here. We're going to keep the initiative order intact, and we
Okay.
will pick up next session immediately where we left off. And
Sweet.
see if
Alright.
you guys
Alright.
can make it out with the prisoners, and you're still on the lookout for a conch and an errant husband somewhere along the line.
Right.
Yes.
But wow, yeah. So you guys kicked some ass, and you didn't really get much scratched yourself at all.
No.
Did you
Yeah.
guys even take a single point of damage?
I didn't.
Nope.
I don't think so.
No,
But
I
Seren-
didn't.
Serendale, didn't she go through every spell?
No, I still have plenty of spells.
Oh, okay. It's like,
If
yeah,
you
it's
say
like
so.
you were casting spell.
Well, no, but
Holy shit.
yeah, but so I cast 3 lightning bolts. I cast
No, it's fine. It was just the basic. It's like,
Yeah.
holy
a
crap.
single scorching ray and a single magic missile, and everything else was cantrips.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So I still have 3 first level, 2 second level, and 2 fourth level spells, plus all my cantrips.
Nice.
Well, we shall see where this takes us next time. But the assault on Groothaug has begun. Let's see where it goes.
Yes.
Cool. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll catch you
right.
next
Alright,
time.
See you
See
next
ya.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have a good
Bye.
one.
Thanks. Bye.